Do 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 do. Ba ba ba. Ba ba da da. Da 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 da. All right, man. Just gotta play the game. Just gotta play the game today. Right? Just gotta play the game. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. All right, put this over here and grab that. Boop. Boop. We're good to go. Bum ba da dum. Yep. Good. All right, man. So what? They fixed the game. The 20. All right. Complete 20 Unity Cup playthroughs. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can do this by failing the run. Yes. Like, the fastest way to do this is probably failing a bunch of Haru runs or something? I think you can do that. Because I know, like, for the dailies, the daily is phrased in the same way, right? Win a race in career, finish a career playthrough. And this says complete 5 Unity Cup playthroughs. I think so, yeah? What's going on, Ophidian? I am... Who has the easiest career to fail? What are we talking about? Do you know? So so they fixed all, to my understanding now, all of the bugs with the patch are gone, yes? The soft locks are gone. All the cards that are supposed to have gotten skills added to them have those skills. So, you know, my GOAT, King Halo, has Umastan. So very notably, I don't really want to be building my aces without that King Halo. So I need the ticket. To get the ticket, I need to finish 16 more Aoharu runs, which is going to take a while. But what I'm wondering is, if you just fail the run, does this count? Because you can do that for your dailies, right? You can do it for your dailies where you, like, you join, you start a career, you can't give up on it. But if you just run in, fail like a fan goal or something like that, and then leave, then you're chilling, yeah? Feeling I haven't tried? Yes? Okay, it should work the same way that it does for the dailies. Who has the easiest career to fail? Ogre. Ogre, unironically, you can fail it in junior year by just not running any races. Yeah, I think Ogre does. Yeah, she might have the quickest career to fail. You can fail on Purdue. We can try it once. I mean, I'm going to use a bunch of TP anyway. The alternative, though, is I actually do need to do some real runs for a couple of different reasons, right? One, I still would like... I did not actually get a chance to play too much of the video game yesterday. So I still would like to get, you know, 9 Sprinter Stakes wins. So that I can potentially level up Taiki, so I can grab both No Stopping Me and Mile Maven. Not even sure I'm going to have enough skill points for all of that, but I would like to not have to choose between them. So we could do that. And also, I mean, it would just be like a decent time to maybe like make some team trials horses as well, right? I am very much not... I'm not built for class 6 right now. There's like no way that I can get the 500k. My like god run right now will be like 470, 480 probably. So I could just like... I do have to rebuild like almost every fucking horse here. Besides maybe like this Vodka, this Tachyon, this Ogre, and the Condor, and then the Sprint team. The Sprint team is pretty good. We already did those, so... Do you think 0LB Halo is worth just for Umastan? Absolutely, yes. Because especially, I mean, as time goes on, people are going to have better Umastan parents, but right now, that good Umastan parents that are also going to have other things you need don't really exist. God knows I don't have one. And even in the case where you have like 9-star Umastan or something like that, it's still like barely a 50, it's worse than a 50-50 to get it every run. I just, and Halo is like 100% every single run. The first event of her chain event gives it to you. And Umastan is better than Medium S. It just is. Umastan is straight up better than medium S on non-backliners, or like distance S, right? So yeah, I think it is in almost every, maybe like on longs, I'm gonna have to resort to bringing just like good Umastan parents, or like, yeah, seeking the Pearl or something like that and hoping for it. But Pearl is also, I have MLB Pearl. It's just not consistent at all, right? The chain events happen way more commonly than like the random events. Seeking the Pearl gives it to you on one of her 2 random events. You can go several runs in a row without ever seeing that. Whereas King Halo gives it to you on the first chain event in her chain. That you will see 99% of the time. You know, who has Umastan built in for long? That's true. On longs, I'm bringing Gold Ship for sure. But you know, for the other aces, it gets a little curious, right? If I could fit fucking Halo power in there, then maybe. But yeah, I think the skill is just, and the skill's even better on longs, right? The skill is like 9 lengths on longs. Like, it's even stupider the longer the track gets. So who knows, man? But no, I think it is worth it, absolutely. Because while you can get it through other means, I think consistency in building your aces is the most important thing. And honestly, as the scenario scale, it feels like stat thresholds are a lot easier to hit. Maybe once we get the uncap, you know, I'll be singing a different tune. But like, bringing 1 power card, I can even if she's a good power card, but even if I don't want the power card for stats, I can hit my goals pretty much with 5 cards, you know? With like 2 speed cards, 2 wit cards, and Rico and a power card, I'm chilling. On like, you know, fucking... And then on a medium, maybe I don't bring Rico and I bring Creek or something like that, and we're good. And then obviously on sprints, it gets even easier. I think it's very worth it. I think it's absolutely super duper ultra worth it. Because even say that I like end up with, you know, 50 less speed or something because I didn't bring another wit card, or say that I end up with like 100 less wit, it's actually better to have Umastan and 100 less wit and 50 less speed than it is to have that extra stats and not have Umastan, right? And if I'm you know, if I want to make sure that I'm having that on every single run, the more things you need to have go correctly for you RNG wise, the longer it's gonna take you to actually come out with an ace you can use, right? If you need Umastan from your White Sparks, and you need Distance S, and you need to hit your stat thresholds, and you know, as the game goes on, you're gonna need more and more and more skills, right? If I can take one of those things off and just go, nope, Umastan is not RNG anymore, it's every single run, I'm going to be able to have a lot more. I can go for a lot more high rolls, basically. You know, Champions Meet is high roll game, and the fewer things that need to go right for me to have a high roll, the more aggressively I can play to build aces. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Didn't realize it was that cracked? Yeah. Very, very, very short explanation is the reason Umastan and any other such early game velocity skills are good. This is why, like, Unyielding Spirit is good on Mile as well. This is why, like, Mile Maven is good, / Productive Plan, right? Early game velocity is good because everyone is paced down early game. Pace down happens when you're too close to the leader. By definition, early game, you're too close to the leader because you're, like, all fucking right there, right? The pack has not established itself yet. So you're automatically paced down, which is 0.915... 0.915 multiplier on your speed. If you're a pace chaser, you're running at like about 19.5 meters per second will be your normal top speed in the early game, roughly, right? If you multiply that by 0.915, you're actually running at 17.8. So you're losing something like 1.7 meters per second from the pace down. Umastan is going to, or any early game velocity. Umastan is just so good because it is very consistent early game velocity that works on every track. You notice I mentioned Unyielding Spirit, I mentioned Mile Maven. These are Mile only, but they're still really good. You should get them for Mile, right? You know, anything that goes on like an uphill or a downhill is also really good. So you're losing 1.7 meters per second here from being in pace down. When velocity skills activate, they turn pace down off. And in the early game, the fronts, if you turn pace down off, you're running back at 19.5, and Umastan's gonna give you an extra 0.15, starting at like 19.65, right? The good news is, in early game, the fronts are so much faster than you, that even with this, the fronts, without any skills at all, are running at 20. So you're not gonna catch up to them either. So you don't have to worry about, you know, once the Umastan effect wears off, you aren't going to be so close to them that you then just get paced down and it caps how good it is. That's not the case, right? So So overall, you're getting 1.7 meters per second plus 1.5. You're getting plus 0.15, sorry. Umastan, every second it's active, is giving you 1.85 extra meters that you just wouldn't have otherwise, right? You just wouldn't have that otherwise. And Umastan, baseline, lasts for 3 seconds. On a mile race like this, it lasts for, on a 1600 a mile, it lasts for 4.5, if I'm not mistaken. So here, you get 1.85 meters per second times 4.5. 8.3 meters. If you divide 8.32 by 2.5, that's literally just 3.5 lengths. The difference between activating Umastan or any other early game velocity skill and not activating Umastan is 3.5 lengths. This is literally better than distance S. Mile S is like 1.5 lengths, I think. Right? Now, it's not just Umastan. Yeah? You can, Productive Plan will do almost the exact same thing. Mile Maven will do the exact same thing, a little better even. But, you know, on every track, you might have to find, honestly, and even if you can chain both of them, it's even better, like Ophidion's saying, right? Having both of them active for like the whole early game, for example, is even better if you can manage to chain them back to back. So you're not gonna, like, while yes, the jump from having 0 of them to 1 of them is way bigger, the jump from 1 to 2 could still be good. If you can chain multiple, it could still be very nice if you get lucky like that. All of that to say that, yes, that skill's really fucking good. It's not irreplaceable. You cleared it up for me, thanks. Makes sense. Yeah, it's not irreplaceable. I think it's important to understand that it's not Umastan. It's early game velocity. The reason Umastan is special is it is the, to my knowledge, only consistent, every track, every race, at almost every strategy except like fronts, the only consistent early game velocity that works everywhere, right? If the track has like an uphill in the beginning, and you have 1.5 million CC or whatever, then that skill becomes awesome, right? If the track is a mile and you have the mile skills, that's also awesome, etc., etc. Right? Playtime's over is good for the same reason. Let's do this temple, by the way. I want to actually play the game today. I want to play the game today because I have to do a lot of runs. At this point, I actually want to see like random SSR pulls, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I have all the R's I need. This is a good card, yeah. Nichino power, flower power. Double fake out? No. You're already MLB, sure. And you're already MLB. I mean, cleats. I'll take the cleats. I think I maybe afford to buy some tickets. Flower power, not bad. Don't you? You give something. Updrafters is nice. I do like that I got updrafters from you, for sure. Straightaway adept and straightaway acceleration. Oh, yeah. He has a charming event. Oh, that's also true. So true. Not a chain. It's mid, low-key. I mean, it's a power SR, right? It's going to be really hard for it to be that much better than, or like that good. But like, you know. Flower is really good race bonus? Oh, that's something. I am struggling. I was looking at my potential Manta deck, and I'm like, I'm fucking struggling. Or, I'm struggling for race bonus on my current shit. Has Hanshin race course in standard distance and firm conditions? That doesn't sound that mid. Cat Picture's a hater, for real, man. Alright. I want to see if I can just fail an Ogre, because I would ideally like to get as many of these. I can do my team trials runs at some point for sure, but I would like to just get these done as fast as possible, and I think the quickest way to do that will be failing a bunch of Ogre careers in a row. I hate power cards with a passion. Stats output is okay, yeah. I mean, it's true, power cards are not very good, right? That there's a, like, it's not a mystery that the card they gave groundwork to is a power card. And the card, like, guaranteed groundwork comes from a power card. The card they gave guaranteed Umastan to is a power card, right? That is basically an admission from the devs that they aren't very good. That you wouldn't give, like, you would never, ever put, like, guaranteed Umastan on Kitasan Black. Because it would just be horrendous for, like, any semblance of balance, or even trying to power, even from, like, you know, the devs' perspective, trying to power creep that card later, right? Like, whether you want to take it from, like, the purpose of game balance or the purpose of being able to put out a shinier card later that people will spend their money on, you would never put, like, something that good on a good card. You put them on bad cards to give the players more decisions. I'm about to use my Selector ticket on fucking Halo instead of Kitasan or Creek or something like that because they put Umastan on it. So it's, power cards are not good in a vacuum. Yeah. Especially in Alharu, right? Like, they were, for like a mile CM, power cards were probably a lot better in URA. Now they're definitely not nearly as good, but Listen, man, we were just doing the math. Uma stand is fucking 3.5 lengths, even on a mile. I'm taking that. But anyway, point being, we have to fail a bunch of careers. Let's see if I just fail an Ogre run real quick. If I just fail an Ogre run in Alharu real quick, I assume this will be fine. I don't want to borrow because I'm just going to be spamming failure. I think it should work. Filter on. What am I? Oh, stamina. There you go. Just anything, literally, does not matter. Right? Any deck, doesn't matter. I don't care. Literally grab whatever. Because Ogre, I think, is going to be the quickest career to fail because she immediately has a goal to get 3,000 fans by the end of junior year. So I think if we just, like, basically do a bunch of rests in a row or something. What's the quickest way to do this? What's the quickest thing I can do on a turn? Just like... This is Alharu, right? I didn't fuck up again? Oh my god, did I? Holy shit, I did, didn't I? Did I fucking do URA again? How am I this dumb? Wit click? I thought maybe it would be resting. Bro got rushed? Is this URA? How could I think it is, right? Because there's no, like... How do I tell? How do you tell what scenario? Oh, there you go. Yeah, URA finale. Yay. Give up. It's okay. This is why God gave us TP recovery. Yeah, this is URA. Yeah. It's okay. This time for sure. This time for sure. Let's see how quickly we can fail 16 runs. You could have just failed that one on purpose? What do you mean? It wouldn't have gone toward the mission, right? The mission is 20 Alharu runs. Which I have to do 16 of. You mainly need Alharu anyway? I particularly need Alharu anyway. The ticket missions do not care about URA runs. Is wit clicking the fastest thing? If I take the do not show again off of rests, then maybe, but I think this is less menu navigation. I think I just do this. This is a little bit of abuse, but she's just, you know what? Ogre's just sitting at home eating all day, okay? She's just chilling. This is why scenario link cards are good, by the way. I was wrong about that yesterday. Don't you want the failed trainings to lower your stats? Why do I need to lower my stats? Oh, I don't need to lose a goal race. Ogre has a fan goal. If I just don't race, I'll auto lose it. That's why I think this is why she's probably the quickest career to fail, if I had to guess. She has a fan goal by the end of junior year. So we don't need to fail any races. We just need to not race. And I think failing trainings would take longer. I don't know, man. I'm sorry, nice nature. I'm sorry. I just don't care. Yeah, rest has the fewest. Like you can't get like extra training or something like that either. I wish I could like. I wish there was a faster way to do this. Can I turn this rest toggle, like this thing that says do not show again? Oh, the setting can be changed at any time in the options menu. Okay, because I do want this, because I misclick this shit like all the time, right? So when I'm playing for real, I do want that, but right now I don't. It'll just like, oh, on your left before debut, amazing. It'll just like double the speed that we do this at, so that's good. Do we have to get an event every fucking turn right now, man? You can go a turn without an event, I promise. Race. This is gonna take a little bit, fellas. This is one, honestly, why do I even care about going to front, dude? Just show me the results. That's crazy, man. How did I win the fucking debut by 3 likes there? And then there have been, you know, there's been like over 10 times where I've actually trained and then I lost the debut race. What the fuck does that mean? We did that yesterday. We failed the debut race somehow yesterday. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, but Unity Cup, man. Oh, wait, is there... There's no one who has a fan goal like this before Unity, like earlier than this, right? Because yeah, this is gonna be such a time waster. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. I just skip it, we lose or something. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. This is like it's an extra long event is all. Yeah. But right now, if we just rest 10 times, we're auto dead. It's also cool to see we have not gotten Night Owl yet, right? They did say they reduced the chance of it. I mean, 2.5% should be 1 in every, what is that, 40? 1 in every 40? No. We've clicked rest, what, 20 times so far, roughly? Something like 18 times? We would expect a night. I mean, on average, I think this should be Night Owl. It's not. I think that was 20 times. I think you have plenty of weapons up your sleeve already, Tail. This is riveting fucking Uma Musume gameplay right here, man. But I need Uma Stand. I'm sorry. I just need it. It's not optional. We're not, you know, we're not fucking playing around here. So how you guys doing, man? I think I'm finally, yeah, there you go. Now, okay, question, actually first, is this gonna count? Presumably, if this counts as a completed career, we should get the little 5, because I was on 4 out of 5. Finish a career playthrough, I know it counts for that. Yes, okay, well, that's kind of good news and bad news. Speed Mile, you know, it's actually, I mean, those are good choices. Obviously, her stats are just way too low to get anything good, but like, she got the right blue spark and the right pink spark. That's cool. 698. Win make debut without trading a single time? Eccentric. I didn't know this was a thing. That's fun. Huh, what do you know? That is a good test. 666? Okay, maybe I'm getting some signs that I shouldn't be doing this, but it's probably fine. That took what? Follow the trainer who lent you support? What the fuck? I don't follow you? What? That took what, like 3 minutes? 2 minutes? Something like that? We have to do 15 more of those? No, probably took a little bit longer than 2. Let me time this shit right now, actually. Wait. Let's see how fast we can get this shit going. Oh, I can make like a browser source out of this shit, I guess. Wait. Stopwatch. Boom. Boom. How fast can we fail a fucking Alharu run? Pretty fast, I bet you. Timer. There you go. And then all I gotta do is crop this shit. That's a little too slow for my tastes. Yeah, there you go. It's a little better. Actually, we can do that even better. I can go like 200. There you go. Probably even a little more. Just get that shit on there. See how quickly we can do this. 200 again. No, it's a little too much now. Like 140 up here, you think? Yeah, looks about right. And like maybe like a similar 140-ish on the bottom. Yeah. That's not even that intrusive now, right? Certainly could be worse. Speedrunning committing Umacide. Well, the only thing is I don't have a fucking hotkey for this. Alright, hold up. From here. Boom. Special week. Oh, I haven't oh wait, hold on. I have to interact with the browser source. Hold up. I forgot to do that shit. This guy. Wait, how the fuck did you? Oh wait, how do I actually let myself do that again? Wait. Shit, how did I actually do this? There's a way to like interact with it through here. I could have sworn. Oh, maybe not? No, come on. Use custom frame rate, shut down source when not visible, refresh browser when scene becomes active. Fucking forgot, man. I forgot how to do this shit. You know what? Maybe I got a little too creative with it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure this out in real time. Wait, interact. Yeah, there you go. Simple. Okay, there you go. All right, close enough, man. How long does it take us to die? Just if we just click rest repeatedly. Okay, you know, I was actually literally just going to say, hey, I think, you know, we're finally past the point where I have to fucking turn on my air conditioner in the middle of the winter. Oh, I guess it's still the fall, but I think that's not true. Let me give nature one last chance to save my fucking electricity bill. Let me quickly have a bit of a fucking time waste here by going up and opening my window. Not that bad. Only a couple seconds lost. I'm using the PC as a space heater. It is pretty fucked up, man. Only a couple second time loss. Alright. Hopefully, there should be a... Surely, on November 13th, there should be a pretty cool breeze coming in, right? You're probably right, though. It is probably the PC. Like, it's just, you know, door closed, PC on, videos, editing, all of this. Ogre speedruns? Yeah, speedrunning death. Because we need to complete 16 fucking Unity Cups to get the ticket. How quickly can I send Ogre home? Give it all you've got. I got slow metabolism to buy this yesterday for like the first time, maybe ever. Maybe the second time ever, for Reserve Nature. Okay. Race time. Boom, boom, boom. 100%. All that heat has to go somewhere. Yeah. I gotta open up the window more often. She lost her fucking Meg debut. That's funny. I guess she literally has nothing, but. It's like, okay, it takes like 4 minutes. So it'll be done in like an hour. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that real? Hold on. I can't. No, it's not 4 minutes. Let's go. Shut the fuck up, man. We also didn't have to do Alharu, right? It actually did, like, pre-kill us. One speed stat runs when? The Haru blocker strat. We're actually gonna play the game today. This is literally playing the game. What are you talking about? You're so funny, Brick. I'm literally playing the game. Does this not look like the game to you? What part of this is not the game? I think you should eat your vegetables, man. Wait, why are we doing this? Because I need to get the Selector ticket as fast as possible. And if I have to do 15 actual Unity Cup runs, I, like, don't get it done before the CM happens. I need the ticket immediately for the purposes of King Halo Umastan. So I can actually start doing my ace runs in earnest. You only had Fujiseki's best intentions in mind, right? I think that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm more of a you're just good at making excuses. Wait, that's a different. That's the Saint Sky one. What am I talking about, man? Agree with Saint Sky. Tell her she's just good at making excuses. It is really nice we don't have to actually go through Unity Cup because it's like we do guarantee that we don't meet the fans. Boom, time. That's what. Okay, so it's 3 minutes. That's not even bad, man. It's not even that bad. It's like 3 minutes roughly. It's not even that bad. So we have to do 14 more of these. 6, 7. Yeah, 6, 7 minutes. So 3 minutes and 10 seconds roughly times like 14. It's like 45 minutes. It's not even that bad, man. It's not. Let's see if we can do better this time though. You get the ticket, but at what cost? Well, all these ogres are just chilling, man. They're just fucking chilling. At the cost of these mostly, but I have 112 of them. So like, who cares? Give me my fucking energy, man. All right, go. Sa. We do also have to do a career where we get 12 skills. We have to end the career with 12 skills. I do have to do like a sprinter stakes, a few sprinter stake runs as well for Taiki, but we'll just do Ogre runs today. I'll do Taiki runs on my own time. Since Taiki's not ready for her ace runs yet. No thank you. Why the timer? I want to see how quickly I can end my daughter's career. Retirement speedrun, basically. Costume events is bad RNG, for sure. It's an extra event, doesn't have to happen. Well rested. I think the quickest of the sleeping events is all refreshed. From what I can gather. Abracadabra is kind of long. This is a bit of rough RNG, but it's fine. Big changes of Tracing, so true. Okay, cool. We would love events with no choices, ideally. So far, best time is 3:07, I think it was, before I hit time a little late on that one. Yeah, I think all refreshed is the fastest. Also, we're just not getting it, despite it being the most common. Yeah, it's okay. All refreshed, definitely the fastest. We want all refreshed. We'll take Chasing Brilliance, because there's no choices there, so there's nothing popping up. Yeah, Well Rest is pretty quick, too. It really is just Sleep Deprived has a little bit more going on there. It always sounds like Tamamo slaps her in that fucking event. Like, my headcanon is always like she says some dumb shit and then Tamamo slaps her across the face. Okay, I think we're on pace to beat our best time right now. I think we're a few seconds ahead. Got some slightly better event RNG. Dun 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 bum ba dum bum bum. Targeted sight. I love that she's winning debut without fucking training, and somehow I still managed to lose debut while actually training. Oh, wrong fucking button, man. It's the wrong spot. But yeah, the reason we're doing this is because I am behind on the half anniversary missions, and I need my ticket. I need my ticket. My ticket as fast as possible. The extraordinary nature. You're so nice, nature-san. I'll refresh. It's good luck. There's no choice here. That's good. Just take my fucking energy and leave. I hate that card. It's okay, though, because we're literally just resting, so we're chilling. We pick bottom on this. Straightaway Adept is actually a nice... I mean, the straight... We were talking about Umastan earlier, how, like, early game velocity skills, not just Umastan, all early game velocity skills are really, really good. Straightaway, all the straightaway skills tend to be... They're similar, right? Where they certainly can be Gamba skills like that. Most courses start on a straightaway. So they also end on a straightaway, and there's a straightaway in the middle, usually at the very least. So you could definitely get robbed. But getting one of those straightaway skills and having it pop early game is like, again, that's like a good 2-3 lengths. You might have seen that in the Umulator and been like, what the fuck does that mean? Now we know, man. Now we fucking know. All right, now we're dead. That is a little better, man. That's 3. I was like, what, 3-0, 3-0-4, 3-0-4, something like that. I don't know if we can reasonably do better than that, though. We're just gonna need lots of events with no choices, man. Lots of events with no choices. It's not even that bad, fellas. We're what is that? 13 off? Yeah, I think this is our 7th completed Unity Cup run. We need 20. Hey, on the bright side, it could have been 30. Think of it that way. It could have been worse. Oh shit, I have to select that. Selecting a friend is actually huge time loss as well. It's like, maybe I should count the menuing in the time, actually, now that I think about it. I should count it from the time that, like, we get back to the main menu to the time we die. It is a little disingenuous to just assume all the menuing in the middle does not... I mean, it takes up a meaningful amount of time, right? Oh, wow, look at that. Opening the window, turns out, is really good. Right? Opening the window does go kind of crazy. Who would have thought? Yeah, I would love to bring Machikane, but the thing is, it's just like, I can't really replace, like, maybe, yeah, I don't know, because for Ogre, Nice Nature gives you on your left, and then Fuji can give Unyielding Spirit, which is really fucking good too, right? I mean, maybe we could say if we have Umastan, we don't need it, but it would be nice to have both, right? Double the wit check, double, like, you know, in case the conditions for one of them don't actually come about, the other one can go. So it would be nice to have both. And then, like, I can't go fewer than 2 speed cards. And I need to bring Halo. And then I need Rico. So this is just like, if I'm gonna bring a scenario link card, I'd rather bring Rico over Machikane, right? Machikane Fukikitaru. People call her Fuku. I will never succumb to the also there were like no choice events there, right? Kind of crazy RNG. I will never succumb to the nickname lobby, man. I will call Machikane Fukikitaru no matter how many times I have to say Machikane Fukikitaru, no matter how long the name Machikane Fukikitaru is. Remind me about how my autistic ass used to farm the bird at Moog's place in Elden Ring for like 3 hours straight. Yeah, this is relatable streamer content right here, man. I'm playing the game exactly how you would play it. This is what you guys do, right? When you log on to Uma, this is like how you spend your time. Is just hitting the rest button repeatedly until you get the fucking selector ticket to pick King Halo Power with your... This is what all you guys are gonna do with your selector ticket, right? You guys all got that shit, and you spent it on King Halo Power, yes? That's what you all did? Surely. Get slapped. Yeah. Because the sound effect happens, like, right when she kind of sticks the hand out like that, too, so... We check the food fare. Why I guess that is just the Tamamo thing. She did it again there, man. She fucking stuck her hand out. There's the weird snap effect. Sometimes you just need 4.3 billion souls to get to the level cap of 659 or whatever the fuck it is, okay? Sometimes you need 100 in every single stat. Because Millennia is just that unfair. Well rested. I don't know. I think this is energy. No, going for a run. The top one is energy. Yeah. Oh fuck, missing the skip is such a huge time loss, man. I'm so ass. Together, say cheese. I think they released Limit Break crystals. I got my Selector early, so it's already spent on Kita. Yeah, that's the tough thing, because the Limit Break crystals are worse than the Selector ticket, yes? Because you can only... I mean, I guess not necessarily, because I think that if you want to Limit Break something that's like... that literally just came out, that it could be better. Because I think, like, for example, Rico is not on the Selector ticket. Oh! Wait, that's cool. I needed that too. I got a... What the fuck? 2-star speed, 2-star turf. Dude, if this is like... that's... if this Ogre had, like, anything at all, if I had this like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. That's fine. Tama was doing her Tsukomi punchline. Eccentric. Yeah, win a make debut race without trading once. What a time to be alive. What a time to fucking be alive, man. Alright, let's start the timer. I think it's more honest to start the timer right here. From here to death. How long does it take? No! What do you mean connecting, man? That's such a huge time loss. There we go. But yeah, the Limit Break crystals, you have to actually have the card, whereas for the Selector, you can pick cards that you don't have. So for me, like, the Selector feels it's got a little bit more potential, you know, versatility to it. There, that's our first Night Owl, I will say. I think they really did make Night Owl, maybe they made Night Owl like a 1% chance. Oh, and we just got, they increased the chance that well-rested happens when you have Night Owl. And when you get well-rested in Night Owl, it clears it. I've, like, literally never gotten that ever. Even though I have tried to rest, like, several times when I had Night Owl. And now the very first time that I fucking, the very first time I get Night Owl post-patch, and the very first time I rest with Night Owl post-patch, I get the well-rested. Who would have thought, man? Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Holy shit. Mood down, mood down, mood down. That one was my fault, I will say. I did just click the bottom one. For, yada, 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 yada. Right there. Well, I'll talk about some shit. Oh, with the tickets, with the Selector ticket. I definitely, the uncapped crystals we're gonna get more of too, though, right? Like, I'm almost certainly going to use my uncapped crystal to get Kita-san from 3LB to 4LB, or MLB. It's just a matter of, I'm gonna save it for the next day. Do we have one more day of the free 10 pull on Rico Rice? I think it's something like that, right? We're at like 90 pulls or something currently. Is it 80 or 90? We have 1 or 2 more days of the free 10 pull. I'm gonna save the uncapped crystal just in case. I mean, Hecko MLB'd his Kita-san Black, I think, on off the free pulls from Rico Rice. If it could happen to the Frenchman, it could happen to me too. So I'll hold out hope for that, but, you know, just in case, because it would really, like, it's probably not gonna happen, but I don't desperately need MLB Kita-san, like, literally right now. And boy, would it be just awful to spend the uncapped crystal and then, like, randomly pull a copy of her. The odds of that, less than 1%, probably. Significantly so. But I don't want to risk it. But then after Rico Rice, I don't think I'm going to pull on anything for the next... Well, I'm not going to pull on any support card banners for the next, like, 4 months? For the rest of Alharu, basically. I'm not going to pull on any other support card banners. So at that point, I should be safe to just let that shit rip, MLB Kita-san, and then use the Selector ticket, probably, to grab King Halo. I've seen it happen too many times. The odds are higher than you think. I'm not going to tempt them regardless. They could be 0.1%, and I'm not tempting that shit. I have no reason to risk it. Because the universe is a sense of humor, man. Ogre's heart-pounding training. Yo, fast learner? I was gonna say, of course it would happen on the fucking run that I'm trying to die on purpose, but no. Which ones are on your radar? Christmas Ogre, obviously, but then also Mejiro Dober. Those are the 2 banners I'm gonna pull on in between here and NTR, I think. Is Mejiro Dober. I'm gonna spark on. If I get her early, I'll stop. Same thing with Christmas Ogre. I don't think I'm gonna I care to spark on those banners. Maybe I'll spark on one of them, right? Just for the sake of it. Probably the Christmas Ogre one. I'll take extra copies of Christmas Ogre if need be. If that's a possibility. This was a horrible run. Holy shit. Oh no, it's because I included the starting time from the menu. That's felt. But yeah, Mejiro Dober is just kind of an amazing late surge apparent. What's Dober good for? Her unique is Mejiro Ryan ultimate, basically, but you can be 5th or 6th, and it triggers. So she's just like the best late surge apparent for, as far as I can tell, ever. Yeah, this is an improved version of Mejiro Ryan's ultimate. I think it has Let me just double check real quick. You know, we've been doing good time. We're making good time. Let's double check this real quick because I think it has another. I thought it had one more sort of condition. That's the fucking word I'm looking for. Jesus, compared to Ryan's, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you just have to not be rushed. Yeah. When making a move mid-race or on a crucial corner late race whilst in the mid-pack. Yeah, you could be 5th or 6th. It's on a corner and it's not the final corner. This is a little different, yeah? Why Ryan getting this treatment? It is a little different. It's not just directly better than hers. The adds here are ors. So it's late race. Is final corner equals to that? Oh, wait, this is actually interesting. I did not... I feel like it didn't look like this last time I looked. What? Temptation count equals 0 means you just never got rushed, yes? Yeah. So there's a chance you can just get cucked out of that for sure. But if you were never rushed and you weren't on the final corner, checks if you're currently on the final corner or beyond. Yeah, so his final. So you're not at the final corner yet, and you are on a corner. Corner not equals 0. So you have to be on a corner, but not the final corner in the late race. This is probably going to be only really a thing on like mediums and longs and stuff like that. In miles, this one will never trigger. You have to be somewhere between 5th and well, you have to be 5th or 6th exactly, right? Or you can be in the mid race, which this one is stranged. Not getting rushed is a big ass for turning off the ult. I'll stick to pump over this. Is it? I mean, with wit's values getting a lot higher, your odds of being rushed with like 600... What are your odds of being rushed with like 600 wit or something like that? For the stamina calculator actually has this number. If I'm rocking like 650 wit, right? Yeah, your odds of getting rushed are 12.76%. Yeah? So like, it's not insignificant, but like it's also it's damn near the same as like just not the skill not activating anyway. I feel like that's not like if you add, because this is not the same as Ryan's in a vacuum, yeah. There's a 12% chance you get rushed. What's the chance that you end up in 5th instead of 6th? Right? Is it higher than 12%? Is it lower? Is it comparable? Right? Honestly, like doubling the amount of positions that you can be in as a late surger, 5th or 6th, combining the fact that you don't have to be rushed, probably does make this better, right? The other thing too is pump over this, brother. Just get both, right? If you're running a late surge, these are your 2 best accelerations anyway, right? Especially on some of the tracks where like redshift might not be as meaningful. So like both, right? Porque no los dos. Now I will say the weird part about it is this and this together means that you are not gonna get this off on miles, right? What I am curious about is... I see. Okay, so it's gonna be a little worse on miles. You got 3 to gamble, yeah. Mid-race, on a corner, and it is the final corner, is going to be... Like, I mean, we could look at Hunch in 1600, for example, right? That's going to be a little worse, certainly. Like, for like, on miles, you might want to look into something else. Where is Hunchin? Right, like it's gonna trigger like here as soon as you're good to go. Good for Dober still, because it'll carry over the same way like Taiki ult does. The inherited one is not going to be as good, certainly, right? Because it'll probably run out too early. So it's gonna be a little worse on miles. Yeah. The only thing is if you can maybe try and play around the timing a little bit. Now, to be fair, with that being said, Iron is not going to have this problem, I don't think, because Iron requires you to be in the right? Iron requires you to be in the late race, which is good. So Iron probably going to be better on miles, Dober better on mediums and longs, because you're never going to get this condition to trigger on a medium or a long. You will get this one on mediums and longs, and usually it'll be, good as well. Like the corner that is not the final corner, this will be like as soon as the late race activates, right? Like if we look at like Hanshin 2200 or something. Right. Corner, that is not the final corner, is literally the second the late game is active. So, and it has to be phase 2. So it's like amazing on, it's like twice as good as iron. Like it's just iron with twice as many positions you can be in on mediums and longs. But on miles and sprints, iron is going to be better for sure. That tracks. But again, I mean, ¿por qué no los dos, man? ¿Por qué no los dos is my only question. Because like on miles, it's probably still better than like. There's just, I mean, on miles, like redshift is also bad. Yeah. What do I care? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We're just going. Yeah, I am gonna be eating through these. But that's fine. So yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be Dober pilled, and Christmas Ogre pilled. Do. Bum. Nice. Thank you. And we have to do like 11 more of these. Don't worry. We'll be done before you know it. Then we get to use our selector ticket on King fucking Halo, and then we'll be big chillin'. A suggestion from Rice Shawa. Poor Rice, man. Someone get that girl some self-confidence. I do like... I struggle with those kinds of people so much, man. Wipe that plate clean. Is this gonna give me slow metabolism? Yes. I wonder if that's... He gets 200 energy off of that. And I have to imagine the slow metabolism rate is significant. Like, it's like 50-50 or like something like that. But when you look at the effects tab, it does still say it's a chance. I wonder if it reverses. Like, if it's like a... You know, it's 90% chance. Whoa, charming before debut. This would be fucking crazy if I cared about this run. I wonder if it's like 90% slow metabolism, 10% not slow metabolism. I would be very curious to figure out what the numbers on that event are, but I don't know. Because 200 energy, like a full, I mean, that's more than a full heal. That's like you can have a shit ton of max energy up, and it's still a full heal. So if that's like even a reasonable, like if that's like a 50-50, that shit might be worth it, man. If you're really low on health or on energy when that event pops up, it might be worth it. Because like if 30 energy is gonna get you back up to like half, then you might have to spend another turn, you know, resting or recreating anyways. If you need energy and power and stamina, you could just do power and stamina training until she cures herself. That's also true, yeah. Slow metabolism is not necessarily the end of the world. The earlier that pops up, the better too, probably, right? Like, if that's in, like, senior year, you probably are looking to be hitting lots of these, like, you know, double rainbows on speed and things like that. But if that shit pops up in, like, junior and you just happen to be, like, low on energy, it's even better. Because you can very much just forsake turns of speed training. You can always do the extra training and you get a chance to remove it. Yeah, I think this training in general has a chance to remove slow metabolism, right? I've only ever gotten it once, but I wonder if they buffed the chances on that. But I got it once before the patch. You just do a training and this little event called Back in Shape. And then it goes away. I can't pull on Dober. I'm going Christmas Ogre, Valentine Bourbon, and saving for Fine Motion and Summer Maru. Oh, I mean, if you're... because you are pulling on Valentine Bourbon and Fine Motion Summer Maru, I assume you are a frontrunner enjoyer. Dober is useless if you're not going to be... I mean, if you're primarily front-oriented, yeah, do not get Dober. She's awful. Right? Dober's an amazing late surger parent. That Fine Motion Summer Maru banner, by the way, that Summer Maru card is like so good, but man, she's just so frontrunner centric. I just can't do it. Oh yeah, she can cure your negative conditions, the nice Nady card. I forgot about that. The second event cures negative conditions. Wow. What a goated card. Power and stamina is nice because they wouldn't give speed anyway. Exactly, yeah. And like, you might need it. Finish. 10, okay, so we'll have to do, yeah, I was right on the money with we have to do 11 more of these. We just have to do 10 more. We'll be done before you know it, man. We'll just be sitting here chatting away, we'll be done before you know it. I guess on the last one, we can actually try to just get 12 skills, right? Sakura Jima Mai. Do 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 do. That Summer Maru card, man. There's a Pace Chaser equivalent, kind of, because the Summer Maru card just does the thing where I pulled Summer Maru on 4 pulls because she forced herself onto me as my Oshi. Got Ojimaru on random make debut pull too. She's stalking me, yeah. She's got a legend race happening right now, no? I'll be very down to have my own Marzensky to be able to create parents. Do 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 do. Because Redshift is still really fucking good on, again, mostly mediums and longs, but it's really fucking good. Some miles as well, depending on what the track looks like. Bum ba bum bum ba bum. Like she's probably, well, I was gonna say she's probably not so bad. You know, well, we're getting this event a lot, by the way. I should keep clicking on that to try and get a sense of how, like, do we ever not get slow metabolism? But who knows? Redshift does outright win the game on some tracks. Well, for Maruzensky herself, yes, yeah. But the inherited Redshift is still good, but it's still just an inherited unique. Especially these days where, like, people are like, you know, every style has enough accelerations now that, like, people are gonna be popping like 2-3 accelerations regularly. If it's like a well-built Uma. But yeah, certainly, I mean, any horse with an acceleration unique, you tend to notice that they make them kind of bad at being aces. Right? Because it's just so powerful. This is why Taiki is so ridiculous in this CM, for example. Is because she's a horse with an acceleration unique. And has also just got a lot of really good built-in ace skills as well. Right? That's why when they buffed her like that, they made sure to limit her to specifically miles. Because that horse is just broken. Right? Marzensky is not a very good ace horse. Saiyan Sky, right? If Saiyan Sky gets Anglican Scheming, she's ridiculous. It's like impossible to beat her, damn near. But she has basically nothing in her kit to help her fight for first. Compared to all of the other frontrunners that are going to be coming out. They'll all have her ultimate, but it'll be a weaker version of it, right? That's kind of the idea with the game bounce. With Taiki, they just said, fuck it. It's just not bounced. We just gave like an Uma with an ultimate that gives her acceleration that is very consistent. We just gave her that, and we gave her a bunch of ace shit, but it's fine, because you only have to worry about her on mile. I guess, man. Because making it final corner later half makes her, like, the ult is genuinely, like, pretty garbage on like, every medium, and completely useless on longs. I don't know if there's a single long track in the entire game. I mean, Taika doesn't have long aptitude, to be fair. But, like, I don't know if there's a single long track in the entire game where shooting for victory can trigger in, like, a reasonable position. The way you're not just guaranteed to be 100% done accelerating. I don't think it exists. That's nice, too, because not just for running Taiki as an ace, but also just for, you know, the meta around different CMs for pace and late and stuff like that, and front to be, well, no, front couldn't pop shooting. But yeah, the meta for, like, pace and late. You don't just always inherit the same things now, because shooting is not necessarily just the GOAT inherit. It's not just like Redshift, but a little worse. Go. But yeah, that Summer Maru card is so good, man. She's got, what is it? I think it's 5% extra training effectiveness per level of the facility that she's on, which is just fucking crazy, right? Like, it's just not hard at all for her. I mean, 15 TE will be really good, and it's not hard at all for her to get that, right? And, like, later in the game, when it matters more, right, the more multipliers you have, the bigger you want those multipliers to be. She could easily be grabbing you 20, 25% TE. That's just ridiculous. There's a Condor for Pace Chasers that comes out a little bit before that Summer Maru that has a similar effect, but it's not as good. Hers is, I think it's 5% training effectiveness per other support on the training. So it can be way better early on, but I don't really. Early on, you know, you're getting less stats anyway. And it doesn't get more consistent or better as the game goes on. The one thing I am curious about is I think it supports. Like, I don't think, for example, Alharu here, where you can have a bunch of extra NPC horses that don't do anything. I don't know if those count for Condor's ability. If they do, then I'm sure it's ridiculous, and I'm sure it's only gonna get better as time goes on. You always like, I see those new JP scenarios with like the fucking island and shit, and there's like 17 fucking portraits on the thing. Obviously by that point, I imagine the Condor is gonna be power crept, but still. If like NPC horses count for that, then she's really good. But I do think in a vacuum, I would imagine that the Marzensky one is just better. But she just has so many skills I don't give a fuck about, man. She's got like groundwork and like huge lead or early lead, or the gold version of taking the lead, I think. She's got a bunch of frontrunner centric shit that I just don't care about at all. So I just can't in good conscience spend any amount of crystals on her when there is like equivalent, even if it's not quite as good for pace. I'm sure a card like that has to exist for lates and ends too, but I don't know. I don't think they come out before like Mant, or even before like fucking Grand Live. I was looking at all the banners up to Grand Live to try and figure out a poll plan for post NTR, and I don't think I saw anything like that for lates or ends. I'm sweating. Certain people say the front running is a paid meta strat, and I'm dropping no money on this. It is. I mean, nothing has to be anything, yeah. But I think the reason people say that fronts tends to be a whale strat is it is like very competitive, in the sense that only one front runner is gonna get robbed. And honestly, even like all of the like angling and scheming, right? Even like, you know, unrestrained, you have to be in first. Like a lot of these other accelerations, you have to be in first. A lot of these other good ults, you have to be in first. So it's very competitive in the sense that, you know, if you have two different late surgers, they can both just trigger on your left. You know, they can both trigger whatever. Now, granted, they can't both trigger iron, but a lot more of your shit. They can both trigger Dober ultimate. A lot more of your shit revolves around winning that mid-race contest, which just requires, you know, really high wit and high power and all these skills and all that. So I could see the argument in that sense, that there's a little bit more like you are in direct competition with all the other fronts for this one thing. And if you don't win it, it's very all or nothing. Whereas, you know, gambling with a late surger, like if you can guarantee, if you can build a horse that's so strong that she basically always, you know, he has like a 80 or 90% chance to end up in first because he has fucking every mid-race velocity skill in the game, and she's got like 1100 wit, and she's got hella power and all of this, then front is going to be the most consistently winning strategy in the video game, right? But it's a little bit more democratized when everyone can just fucking roll the dice and gamble. It's like, hey man, at the end of the day, you know, we all have like 4 excels and we just hope they trigger at a good time. It's less consistent, but it's like a lower barrier to entry, I guess, to be able to win. But I don't think it has to be a whale strategy for sure. At the end of the day, every strategy is a whale strategy, yeah? Like if you wanted to main fronts, but I don't think I have enough resources to main fronts, I can just throw one in sometimes. That's valid. At the end of the day, like if you run into a whale and that whale is also a sweat, you are just going to lose most of the time. It's a gotcha game at the end of the day. You are just kind of insulated by the fact that the whales are, by definition, kind of rare, because not everyone has a couple $100 to throw on every banner to MLB every SSR or something like that. Like, sure, if you are, like, sweating and, like, super trying to build everything super optimally and all of this, and the whale is just throwing money at the game because they like the cute horse girls, you very well could beat them. But if it's also a whale who is also a sweat, you're just, at that point, you're just hoping that some RNG fucks them over. And honestly, that's gotten even less likely now that getting blocked is less common on most tracks. So you're just probably gonna fucking lose. That's okay. Every strat is a whale strat. Uma Musume is credit card game. It's a gotcha game. We do our best to overcome that gap through sweating harder than the other guy. It's a metaphor for capitalism, right? You work as hard as you possibly can to make things happen with your otherwise disadvantaged starting position, but at the end of the day, right, the guy whose parents are millionaires, they're just going to beat you every time. It's not a fair system. And it's also not broken. It's working as intended. The gotcha game incentivizes money spending. I'm running Runaway Suzuka just to check/bully fronts. Yeah. Suzuka's existence is one of the biggest, like, the existence of Runaways is one of the biggest meta shifters, I think. Because not only does it give everyone, like, if Uma Musume is capitalism, and frontrunners are the elites, Suzuka is like the guillotine. Because not only does it democratize access to this, like everyone gets just an insanely good blocker. It makes it so hard for the fronts, like, you know, Summer Maru or something like that is gonna have such a hard time proccing, angling, and scheming on a lot of courses with Suzuka blocking. It's still possible, right? Even on Hanshin, for example, right? On this very racetrack, while Suzuka is almost certainly going to be ahead in the mid-race, they can start catching up to her. And then she still has to block them for this whole extra little period of the late race here, right? There is a world where they can catch up to her here and potentially, you know, pop angling and scheming while they're still on the corner. It exists. But it makes it so much easier to build a blocker. And it's also kind of a huge pace, late, and end buff in general, because Suzuka being so far ahead in the early and mid game means that pace down is just not something that the other strategies have to worry about nearly as much. The odds that you close the distance on Suzuka enough as like a fucking late surger, right, to trigger pace down is like 0%, unless something has gone horribly wrong and the Suzuka just like dies. In which case he's probably not going to be the leader and the setter of pace down anyway. So like, you know, the existence of runaways forces frontrunners to build around them, and it also means you like, it makes velocity skills, even like early mid-game velocity skills, which are kind of the most awkward position for a velocity skill generally, for like paces, lates, and ends, and paces in particular. It makes those a lot better because the odds that they speed you up and then you end up getting paced down and die are significantly lower, nearing 0%, in fact. And then at the end of the day, too, Suzuka herself can never, like, it's really hard for Suzuka herself to just become the new frontrunner meta, because the better she is, the worse she is, right? We talk about this a bunch, but runaway ace, super doable, even on mediums, as long as there's only one of you, yeah? You can make an ace Suzuka for a medium if you can guarantee that there's only gonna be one of her, yeah? You need, like, you know, like, you're gonna build her stamina as if she's in a long, but you can do it. You can totally, you know, dump 1100 or 1200 stam on your Suzuka, get a gold recovery. Yeah, you're going to suffer in speed and power compared to other people who don't have to do that, but you also get 7 free lengths from your fucking strategy. So, it's okay. You can have a little bit lower speed and power. It can work, absolutely. But yes, when there's 2 of them, their spot struggle takes 3.5x as much stamina as long as it lasts, and it can last like 6-7 seconds. I mean, that's like adding on top of your already insanely high stamina requirements. 7 seconds of like a, you know, 90-second race where you're taking up almost 4x as much stamina. That's like adding another 30 seconds to the race. So it's like another like 33% on top of your already impossible requirements for stam. Or your already like nearly impossible requirements for stam. So like that's when you find the shit where it's like even on mile, you need like 1200 in a gold, right? Runaway, as far as I can tell, like the general heuristic I've been using from like very basic HP calculations I did when the strategy came out is if there's only one of them, you kind of have to you have to build for like almost a length up. Yeah, like you build your mediums or like you build your mile Suzuka if you want her to be an ace as if you're building her for a medium, but like on the lower end of that stamina requirement, like a 2000 or 2200 medium or something like that. And similarly, if you're building her for a medium, you build her for kind of like a long. If there's 2 of them, and then on longs, they just don't work. I really would be so, like, we need the stamina uncap for you to be able to run or run away on a long. But then if there's another one, then you actually need to build for like 2 lengths up. On sprints, you build for mediums. On miles, you build for longs, and it just doesn't work outside of that. And even on miles, you could very well die. Maybe we'll fearmonger the stam requirement Suzuka is the Soul Runaway? Yeah, no. When Soul Runaway, Suzuka needs, again, Great Escape is only... The HP consumption, your HP consumption is directly proportional to your speed. Yes? And then how much HP you have is based on your stamina. And also then there's a coefficient for your strategy, right? It's like stamina is not a black box. We can, if you like, there's a reason there's a stamina calculator. If you wanted, you could absolutely, you know, sit down and come up with a pretty good estimate yourself by hand of how much stamina you would need for a certain track, you know, assuming certain things about how fast you're running and stuff like that. So, while Great Escape does have the worst stamina coefficient, it's the new one. It's worse than Pace. I think it's like, Pace is like 0.89 or HP coefficient. I think Great Escape's like 0.86 or something like that. They only use like 15% more stamina or HP per second than a front, right? Because they only run about 15% faster than a front in the early game. Well, closer to 17 or 18, I think. And then on top of that, they have like a 10% worse stamina coefficient, like stamina to HP conversion coefficient. So it ends up that if there's just the one Suzuka, right, she needs about 27-28% more HP than a frontrunner, right, or stamina than a frontrunner. That's not bad, man. Right, you can have your front in Virgo, right? Everyone's saying like, oh, like 700, 650, something like that, right? 700 stam for your front. 30% more than that is still, it's a lot of stamina, right? It's a lot of stamina. You might need like, you know, somewhere in like the 800s and a recovery, and like a white recovery or something like that. But that's not, oh my god, it's impossible. You can't fucking do it ever. And it's very worth it for the trade-off of my strategy gives me 7 lengths by virtue of existing. When the late race begins, I am 7 lengths ahead of everyone by virtue of being the runaway. That shit is broken. Broken. But the stamina requirements when there's just one Suzuka is not bad at all. The problem is, again, though, Suzuka, whether it's a blocker or a ace, is going to be very popular. So the odds that you really do run into just the one Suzuka is low. You can totally high roll 1200, 900, 1500, 900. It's realistic for real. Well, no, I think what you're missing. Also, literally yes, but also I think what you're missing too is, as a runaway, you can also just afford to have like 100 less speed and power, for example, than everyone else. You know what I mean? You can afford to have like 150 less speed and power. Like, do the math on how much of a difference. Like, Go to Umulator, put in 2 horses. They're exactly identical, except one of them has 1200 speed and distance S, and one of them has 1050 speed and distance S. Tell me what the average amount of lengths that other horse is winning by is, and then remember that Runaway gets 7 lengths for free by virtue of being Runaway. They get 7 lengths if they're the only Runaway. 150 speed is not 7 lengths. It's probably 1. 150 speed and 150 power is probably like 2. Congratulations, you have 5 more lengths to make up on the runaway. Good luck, right? It's incredibly strong as solo ace on miles, and pretty damn good on mediums too, I think. Though mediums, you certainly open yourself up to, like, if you get rushed or something, horrible things are gonna happen to you. It's incredibly strong. The problem is, again, the fact that it's strong means it's bad, because everything I'm saying only applies if there's one runaway. As soon as there's a second one, whoo, that's when the fear-mongering is not fear-mongering. It's just accurate. That's when, like, you don't need 30% more stam than a frontrunner. You need double. And I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, that spot struggle can trigger more than once if you get unlucky. I think it can only happen until position keep is over, I think. But I'm pretty sure it could trigger twice if you're unlucky, and at that point, it's like, you need more than 1200 on a mile. Like, you actually need 1200 and a gold on a mile. That's what you're talking about, right? So Runaway is super interesting balance, because it really is just like, it's chicken. It's a game of chicken. It's like, I guess it's more like the prisoner's dilemma, right? If only one person brings a runaway, it's like very difficult to beat them. All spot struggles end on section 9? Yeah. And position keep ends in section 10, yes? Just one section 4 pause keep ends? Yeah. It's like, if only one person brings a Suzuka ace, it's going to be incredible, or blocker, because the problem is that the blockers are going to die anyway, but they are also going to spot struggle with you, yeah? Because spot struggle has no speed requirements like dueling, it only has the distance requirement. And in the mid game, you have the same speed anyway. So even a blocker Suzuka is gonna duel with your ace Suzuka and kill her. They're both going to kill themselves, or kill each other. So like, prisoner's dilemma. If you're the only guy with the ace Suzuka in the lobby, congratulations, right? You are probably going to win. I find it very hard to even envision a world where, with a runaway ace that isn't going to die, that is even in the same ballpark of, like, well-built as any other horse in the game, I find it very hard to envision how that horse ever loses. But again, you better hope you're the only one. You better hope there's not, like, a Blockuza, even. Because guess what? You're fucking dead. Guaranteed. You're fucking dead. And then the interesting thing becomes, you know, if you want to, like, if you want to make a Suzuka ace for this mile, you kind of have to plan for what if there's another Suzuka, right? So you kind of have to have your stamina requirements be assuming the second one there. So that's when you're not trying to high roll 1200, 900, 1000, whatever. Now you actually just straight up have to be like, well, I might need to bring like 1100 stamina on my Suzuka, like 1100, 1200 stamina. And that's when you can start really sacrificing so many stats that she actually will just get caught up to by people, right? Just have a backup horse for the second Suzuka? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you could definitely do that. I'm just saying it's more so if you really want your like Suzuka ace to win, yeah? Like if you're like, you know what, I'm a Suzuka main, I want my daughter to win, then you're going to have to start sacrificing a hell of a lot of stats for it. So I have 2 late searches as friends, but 9 stamp stars will be nice. Yeah. But it is very much, it is true. You can definitely, you know, if there's another Suzuka, she turns into a blocker, she just dies. If there's not, again, hard to beat a Suzuka. So I think it's a very strong strategy. For miles, at least. The weird thing about mediums, right? So here's the weird thing about mediums, is, you know, if we want to build with what if there's another Suzuka in mind on our Suzukas, for medium CMs, we can't do that. Because the amount of stamina you would need to survive if you are spot struggling with another Suzuka on a medium is just straight up beyond what we currently can get in the game. Like, maybe you could get, like, 1200 stam and, like, 3 gold recoveries, and if they all trigger, you'll be fine. But it's just not realistic at all, yeah? So, you go, okay, well, then I can't really build Suzuka as an ace. Now, the interesting thing about that, though, is, you know, if people get a lot less enamored, and, like, even... I can't even really build Suzuka as a blocker as well, because if there's 2, if someone else comes with a Suzuka blocker, both our blockers are going to die in the mid-race, and they're not going to block the fronts very well, right? So it becomes like, Suzuka in general becomes a lot less appetizing of an option for mediums. The weird thing about that, though, is because Suzuka's a lot worse, suddenly it's like, wait a second, I might be the only Suzuka. Right? You go, wait. People are not going to want to bring Suzuka here. If I bring a Suzuka Runaway, I might be the only one. So then you just build her, assuming she's going to be the only Suzuka, right? And then she's actually, again, you can if there's only going to be one Suzuka, she can be a real ace in mediums, a really scary ace, right? So that's like, wait a second. So it gets really funny like that, right? But then the more people think that way, the more likely there is to be 2 Suzukas. Front runner stocks are down. Again, I think for miles in particular, like what I just said, slow metabolism again? No, I didn't actually get it. So, I mean, very small sample size, but currently I've done it twice, and one time I got metabolism, and one time I didn't. For miles, front runner stocks I think are quite down, because Suzuka is just super realistic to bring and block with. For mediums, I think even blocker Suzukas, 2 Blockuzas will kill each other, right? 2 Blockuzas that are built to be Blockuzas are going to, like, run out of stamina in the mid-race. And they will definitely, they won't block anyone, right? The fronts will very easily pass them, and then it just becomes angling and scheming again. Hell, if anything, there'll just be a way for the fronts to, like, the fronts could try to, like, slingshot with, like, pace skills on mediums. That is honestly an interesting idea. If you could, like, on a medium, as a front player, bring your own Suzuka, have her die in the mid-race, and, like, use her to trigger fucking Shadow Break, or so, like, some other skill that normally you as a front would not be able to trigger, because it relies on you overtaking someone in, like, right before the late race or something. That's a weird kind of strategy. Just like use a Suzuka to slingshot your front. Cannon Suzuka, Nimble Nav. Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly. Use a Suzuka to like trigger Nimble Nav on your front runner, which is like normally nearly impossible. Yeah. But yeah, I think on mediums it's going to be a lot harder to consistently bring a Blockuza. Because if you're building Blockuza, I mean, I guess what you can do is just build a Blockuza and go entirely for Stam, but that's going to make her worse at blocking, right? But you have to... well, I say that. On mediums, the final corner comes up way quicker, right? How many more runs needed? You're having fun with this banter? On a medium, the final corner comes... oh, not that much quicker, actually, yeah. Like this whole... they would have this whole time to trigger angling and scheming. Or actually, no, they would have this whole time. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just curious. Let's see. Do we get the 15 one? This shit like Sports Center? Yeah, we're just talking about the meta. Uma Center, Brick A Smith. Don't lump me in with that guy, man. He's fucking that boy's wilding out. Here, Stephen A. Smith is talking like he's gonna run for president. You popped 15 earlier. Oh, just 4 more. Just 4 more. We'll do 3 more, and then we'll try to get this skill. We'll probably do like a Bakshin race maxing run or something like that. Well, actually, no. I guess it's probably easier to do on URA. Yeah. We'll do 4 more just like suicide Aoharu runs, and then we'll do like a Bakshin wit and race maxing run on URA and try to get this probably. That probably works out pretty well. Absolute Bakshin, yeah. But Stephen A. Smith has lost his fucking mind, man. Dude, I ain't argue. There's an argument that that man never had it, but. You get plenty of skill hints in Unity for 12. That's true. Yeah, I guess we do Unity anyway. Do like a real Unity run. Has he done something crazy recently? I mean, he's talking about running for president, which is interesting. Well, he basically said he wouldn't do it because he doesn't want to spend his own money doing that shit. But he said that on like I can't remember if it was like a podcast or like national television or something like that. But that was basically him going, "Hello, give me a sponsor," right? I mean, if Trump could do it, I mean, and I'm just that. How's that one working out for us? Right? Though I will say, Stephen A. is certainly doing a lot more of the like moderate conservative thing. He's not coming in with like some crazy populist stuff, which honestly just means he probably would just lose. But I'm so sorry for y'all. I mean, I'm Canadian, but I'm scared of that shit. It's right there, man. And it's not directly affecting me too much yet, outside of like making me cancel my trips to Evo Vegas. But like, shit's right there. I'm sorry for being American. That's not your fault, man. If anything, I feel for the Americans right now. Especially if you do not look, if you look like Stephen A. Smith. Or, I mean, God forbid, you're Hispanic. That's gotta be the, being like even fucking vaguely Latino passing in the US right now has gotta be a terrifying existence. Hello, Etsuko. Yeah, man, it's Uma Center. Suzuka's existence in the video game is just so interesting, man. It's so interesting. If I got spooked by SR Halo during my Rico pulls? Whoa. What's the timer? Are we speedrunning? Yeah, retirement speedrun. How quickly can I kill 15 Ogre cap runs to get the ticket? Uma podcast when? I think you're listening to it, man. I think this has been it. I mean, for the past hour, we have not really had anything meaningful to talk about in game, so we just been shooting the shit about the meta. I am really glad they fixed the patch though. It wasn't like certainly part of me was like, because the patch seems so cool. It was kind of a shame that they kind of put a damper on it by like, oh yeah, there's weird ass like soft locks and some of the changes that we said were coming like didn't actually show up and all of this, right? They got it fixed relatively quickly. And like, hey, listen, they like, you know, porting a patch to like an earlier period of the game with like different things in the code. Maybe there was like some weird spaghetti code or some shit that, you know, was fixed later during first anniversary, but it wasn't fixed here, so that's why things were weird or something like that. It happens. I think it is still nice to see them, you know, treating global like its own server. They're not just copy pasting shit. What do you think about Taiki? Because I hate her existence right now. I'm gonna build one of her, so I love her probably. I also like how much English she speaks. I like that she goes "Umi" when you try to bring her in summer camp. Umi, Umi. If you can't beat them, join them, man. They really. I was just talking earlier about how like usually what they like to do is, you know, Uma with like good acceleration ults. Don't have her GG. That is tough, brother. That's tough. She goes howdy. I think that's pretty neat. Howdy. Uma with good acceleration ults, they usually try to make them not very good aces. Yeah? Like, compared to people who could just inherit their ults and, like, do a better job of them. When you look at, like, you know, what Medra Orion looks like as a late surger, or, you know, what Saiyan Sky looks like as a frontrunner. Like, she's the worst person. She's the worst horse at popping her own ult of all the dedicated fronts, yeah? Because she has, like, she has nothing built into her kit that helps her fight for the first place and all of this. They just said, fuck it. They just said, fuck it with Taiki. They were like, you know what? Cheating on the clock? Oh, shit, my bad. They just said, fuck it. We're just going to make her ridiculous. But what they did do is, again, they just made it so, yes, this is an Uma with a very good acceleration ultimate that also has all of the best, like, Mile ace skills, essentially. But she's only good on Mile. They just, like, Thanos snapped her. Like, Shooting for Victory was, like, I mean, I inherited it for Leo Cup, yeah? It was a very good ult, even on mediums, even on longs most of the time. That shit just worked. But now, it's basically worthless. Slow metabolism? Yes, okay. I'm not sure. So far, every time I see a Taiki in a room match that wins, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool, well done, next. Yeah, it is a little weird, because she feels so dominant in Miles. And I guess, like, yeah, she's the strongest Miler. I get that, mightiest Miler, or whatever. But, like, goddamn, man. It's a little much. She just has, like, everything you want. She has a very consistent acceleration skill. She has an early game velocity skill, right? Like, she obviously has, like, the aptitudes for it, baseline, right? She even has, like, good mid-race acceleration. Like, she's got, like, mile corners and straightaways, I think, like, built into her. Except for that awkward moment in the real horse's last race. I don't know what that is, actually. I don't know enough of my my real-life Uma lore. Saw Rudolph for 34 frames. And it's not like she's unbeatable or anything like that, right? It's just more so, like, man, does she just really feel like the best Mile horse right now. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Made a video about the horse winning it to play at the end ceremony and it didn't win. Ooh. R/premature celebrations. Am I right, fellow millennials? She will cook us with her huge ass hell barbecue. Excuse me? Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. But yeah, Taiki is quite the thing, certainly, for this CM. But does it the highest win rate out of every Uma in the game for this track, even if she's not invincible? Yeah, I mean, she shouldn't. Like, my god, what a failure of balance it would be if, like, she actually just couldn't lose, conceivably. But yeah, I think she is definitely, I mean, she's SSS tier by herself, probably, yeah? Because, like, you know, Summer Maru has Mile Maven too. It's not as good on her because she can't pace down, right? Like, Mile Maven, yeah, Summer Maru's got Mile Maven. It's better on Taiki. It's better. Mile Maven is better on pace chasers than it is on fronts. It's like, sure. How about Seox? Is he good for mile or sprint? Seox would be a sprinter for sure. Seox is definitely a sprinter. Seox is a runaway. What I'm hearing is I just got to be gambling on late surge this CM and hope Taiki trips when I see her. Yeah. I mean, the thing about lates is, like, they have more accelerations than anyone else, right? A lucky late surger, I don't think is capable of losing if they get lucky enough. Like, the highest roll for lates is higher than anything else. Because, like, if you hit Furious Feet and On Your Left and Iron, like, right when the late race begins, you have, like, 1 extra acceleration. It's like, imagine popping 2 Taiki Shuttle uniques and then, like, 2 inherited uniques as well. Like, 2, like, full ults and then 2 inherited uniques. It's impossible, right? It's impossible to beat a late surger that high rolls. The thing is, though, good luck high rolling that because, you know, the late surger excels are also the most gambly. On Your Left can trigger at literally any point in the late race, including way past the acceleration zone. Same thing with Furious Feet, right? Iron is incredibly inconsistent. You have to be in 6th place. Is that the second 3-star mile you've hit on your speedruns? I'm just pretending not to look because the idea that we're wasting all of these good parents hurts me deeply. Daiwa and Kern are good, but Taiki exists, so yeah, might as well gamble. Yeah. If you can't beat him, and if you can't join him, then, I mean, I guess uninteresting idea would be to bring, because Taiki needs to be 3rd or 4th for her ult to activate. An interesting idea would be to bring 3 fronts. Yeah? If you bring 3 of your own fronts, then Taiki can only ever be in 4th at best. And if there's another front or a Blockuza or something like that, then Taiki cannot trigger her ult. Yeah, because they made the conditions on it a lot tighter. So there is, like, when something is this good, there is a validity to just doing full anti-Taiki strats. I don't have Taiki or Suzuka with Sonamaru got me a gold last cup and just taking this L as penance. Well, that's what I'm saying, though. If it's a well-built Suzuka, your day's ruined too? Yes, but listen. At a certain point, you know, what can you do? Suzuka is just the kind of thing that, for fronts, the existence of Suzuka on Miles, sometimes you're just gonna lose because Suzuka is there, yeah? But if you want, you can make like a full anti-Taiki team. The problem is, yeah, it exposes you a lot more to, like, you know, normally if you're playing fronts, you want like at least 3 fronts is kind of cooking though. I mean, it's not a bad idea. The problem is, again, Golden Axe is right, yeah? Like, it's gonna make you very, very susceptible to Suzukas. Because, you know, the good, if you are a front main, it's probably a good idea to bring like a late surger or something like that, just so that if there is a Blockuza and she doesn't die and there's not a second one that kills her or something like that, that you still have like a chance of winning. Because you're like, you're just not going to pop angling probably if there's a Blockuza that stays alive. But if you're gonna go all in on anti-Taiki, then you can't have any anti-Suzuka. Yeah. It's honestly super. The game is super interesting, man. Like, it is. There's so many, like, there's no perfect meta, right? There's no perfect decision. There's no correct answer. It really is just like, all right, what do you value, right? What do you think is going to happen? What are you more concerned with winning? How much do you want to hedge your bets and have the odds of, like, losing to both things or a third or something like that? Versus, you know, yeah, how much do you want to, like, spec into exactly teching against one option or something like that? It feels like a card game. And then Akebono wins, yeah, and then randomly some RNG screws everyone over and, like, Haru Urara wins. The Haru Urara with, like, 13 turf sparks or something like that just comes in and, like, shits on your face and leaves. It could happen. Do. There's nothing in the rules says a Haru Urara can't play basketball, man. Pin the host. As hype, I wouldn't be mad. If I lost finals or anything, but especially finals, if I lost finals to a Haru, I think I would cry tears of joy. Akebono is so damn tall. She's not the biggest anymore, right? She's been power crept by Michelle, my baby. Is that correct? Michelle, my baby is like 6'7". Yes. Or something like that. She's fucking huge. Rock, paper, scissors is definitely active this CM, but Taiki's capable of smashing a rock with scissors sometimes. Well, that's the thing though, right? Is there, like, even the only thing, if Taiki is not gonna trigger shooting for victory, she becomes a lot more dealable. It's still crazy that she just comes with Mile Maven. This is the fucking Umastan event. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. What? This card isn't even in my deck. Huh? That's so funny. This is, I saw full power. This is literally the Umastan. W layup. What? All right, it's an ace run now, fellas. We're switching gears. That's insane, man. To just get the Umastan event randomly on a fucking suicide run. Parents pivot? Nah, I don't need parents. The whole reason we're suiciding all of this is to get, wait, metabolism? Yeah, okay. I think it might be like 70-30 or something like that. The reason we're suiciding all these runs is to pick up King Halo, so we don't need Umastan parents. That's a secret, Cap. I always have Umastan. That is, like, the odds of that are so low, though. That is crazy. To just randomly get the Umastan event off the rare Seeking the Pearl right there. I think we're on 19. I think we need one more. The amount of times that I've won Make Debut without training makes me very mad about the amount of times that I've lost Make Debut with training. Imagine picking King Halo and not lucky pulling it. Skill issue. I mean, okay. How many pulls are we deep on the Rico? We get 2 more days of free pulls. The only thing is, I will wait on Kitasan Black, right? Today I got groundwork from Goal Sheet. Crazy. I'll wait on Kitasan Black because 3LB Kitasan Black and MLB Kitasan Black, it's a big difference. But, like, I can build, you know, Umas for the CM with that. I, like, actually can't wait 2 days for Umastan. You know what I mean? It has such a disproportionate effect. If I end up pulling a King Halo, then I guess cool. She's 1 LB. She'll get a power bonus, and she'll be a little better when I use her, right? It's not the end of the world, but oh well. I have to check the chapter date, but since the Stingray manga started before the game came out in Japan, Michelle might have appeared in the manga before Akabono came out in the game. Oh, Michelle, my baby. I want her to kill me with her hands, which would be so easy for her, and that's what's hot about it. Should I 3LB my Kita with the Shard plus ticket or max my Creek? Ooh, I mean, not having, like, yeah, 3LB Kita from non-3LB Kita is pretty monumental, right? It's the same, like, absolute value jump in the specialty priority from, like, 2LB to 3LB and then 3LB to 4LB, but he's, like, basically not even... Oh, I don't mean to do this. Better to wait a month to see what happens on the banner. That's true if you are planning on pulling on the banner. Which, if you don't have 3LB Kita, I guess you definitely should be, yeah? Yeah, if you don't have 3LB Kita, you absolutely should be pulling on her rerun and then saving. That's true, that's true. So they don't have many carrots right now. 3K? Kita rerun is in what, a month? It's a little rough. I mean, honestly, you should have said something. If you didn't have 3LB Kita, I would have told you to... I would have told you to not... Like, did you pull on Rico? Like, did you spend carrots on Rico? Because I would have said, don't do that. It is more important. Yeah, that's the tough part, right? Like, it would actually be more... It's much more important to have a 3LB Kita-san than it is to have any Rico at all, even. You can get away without Rico on your Unity Cup runs. It hurts, but you can do it. But okay, it's fine. Hindsight's 2020. It's good that you have a 3LB in the back pocket anyway. I'll probably still pull on the banner, even if you're not going to spark, just because it is... Kita-san is, like, that good. Like, a chance at it might still be worth it, especially if you're not targeting any banners immediately afterwards. And then, worst case, luckily, you still have the 3LB in the back pocket, so it's not that bad. And if you pull one copy, you can choose to MLB her. I badly needed SR cards, to be fair. That's fair. That's fair. What the? All lights and ends? What the fuck? Like, that's valid. I see what you mean. You think I would win if I pull on the paid Uma banner? I think that even if you quote-unquote win by getting what you wanted, I think you have lost by giving Side Games your money. I mean, listen, if that's how... If you have enough disposable income for that, and, you know, that gives you some sort of enjoyment, then go for it, as long as it's not, like, a spending problem. But me personally, call that shit an L regardless. I spent the upgrade crystal to get 3LB Kita, and now I'm staring at the selector ticket, wondering if I'm talking myself out of an MLB. It is still a big difference, yeah. So, the big thing with Kita, obviously, is the specialty priority. So normally, right, with 0 priority, every station has a 1, like, you know, just on an absolute value. 100, 100, 100, and then not showing up at all is 50, yeah? So your odds of being, you know, if you have a speed card, their odds of being on speeds are 100 over 550, 18%, right? With 60 priority, like Kita has, you go to 160 and it adds to the denominator as well. So you go to 160 over 610, right? So it's 26.2% chance of her being on speed. 26.2, remember that number, compared to 18.1. Right? So on an absolute value sense, it's about 8.1% more. Proportionally, it's about 50% more likely that she gets there, yeah? But then the jump from MLB from 3LB to MLB, right? It'll be another 40. So it'll be 200, 26.2, remember that. It'd be 200 over 650, which is 30.7. So 30.7, this is both proportionally and absolutely about half as good. The jump from like 0 LB Kita to 3 LB Kita, or like 1 LB Kita, because her special priority is very low until I think it's 20 the entire time. I guess it will be like 120 over 570 baseline, right? Yeah. So it'd be a difference of about 6% versus a difference of about 4%, and the number's bigger. So all of this to say that 3LB, really big, really huge, makes the card significantly better. 3LB to MLB is still like 20% better in terms of the chance to show up, and like 4% absolutely versus like 6. But it's less important, right? It's less important. Now, do you want it? Absolutely. If you have a real reason to get something else, could it be valid? Could it be valid? Yeah, Kita-san is still S tier at 3LB. You know what I mean? She's just S'er tier at MLB. Me personally, I'm absolutely going to wait 2 days, probably not pull any Kita-sans, and then spend my uncapped crystal getting her to MLB. There's a world I soon have max LB Creek and max LB Kita. Yeah, and like as far as like, you know, how good is Kita-san? Like how long is Kita-san good? MLB versus 3LB Kita is 7% points difference. PTS difference? What is PTS? Like 7% more speed on average? Is that what you're saying? For every 100 trainings, MLB Kita shows up 7 times more points. What? What does points mean? Like, that sentence makes sense until you say points again. What does that mean? What does points there mean? PTS equals points. Oh, I see what you mean. Is that true? Is that math right? Because again, it's 160 over 610, right? It's not 7% more likely, either absolutely or proportionally, right? Because it's 26.2 compared to 200 over 650, right? How's this 7% more? What am I missing on the math here? Base chance 18%. Yeah, but Kita, 3LB Kita is not base chance, right? .3LB Kita is not base chance. She has 60 priority. You are 36% to show up for MLB? I don't think that's true, right? It's this. Because normally it's 100 over 550. You just add 100 to both because she has 100 priority. It's 30.7%. Where are you getting 36 from? Also, I think that was number 20. 29% to show up for 3LB, assuming 18% base chance? What are you talking about? How do you think the specialty priority formula works? None of this is right, I don't think. Or either one of us is horribly off. It might be me. Okay, here's why it's 18% base chance, right? The reason it's 18% base chance is there's 5 stations. Every station is given a weight of 1, right? No, it's not a percentage chance. No. Every station is given a weight of 1. Let's call it 100, right? Because they do it 100. 100 plus specialty. 1 plus specialty over 100. It's 100 plus specialty over 100. What? 1 plus specialty over 100 times. No. Okay. So every station is given a weight of 100, and not showing up at all is given a weight of 50, right? There are 5 training stations, and they cannot show up. So the total odds of everything in the pool is 550. Yeah? With no specialty priority at all, is that how it works? Yes. With no priority at all, you have 100 over 550 is 18.18%, right? That's why it's 18% base. And then what specialty priority does is it makes it so that instead of being 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 50, whatever your specialty is, just gets that flat priority number added to it, yeah? So like if you're Kita-san with 100 specialty priority, speed is now 200 in this equation. So what it does is that not only, this is not 100 over 550 anymore, it's 200 over here, but also the overall gets bigger too, right? What you're assuming with 36 would assume that this would be 2 over 550, it's 2 over 650, right? Which is what gets you that. Specialty priority will be even better if it works the way that you're talking about. I don't believe it does. This is one of the things that I figured out early on. Like I went and read and like learned what people said about it early on. So I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure this is how that works. Please, I would love to know that I'm wrong about this, because that would mean MLB Kita is even better than I think. But I think this is how it works. So all of that being said, still a big jump. from MLB to 3LB, yeah? Because you're talking again about 160 over 610 minus, or I guess you could do it the other way, right? 200 over 650 minus 160 over 610. So it's 4.5% better. I remember learning a while back, one special priority does not equal 1%. Yeah. It's 4.5% better, absolutely. And again, considering this is about 26%, it's like roughly 20% better proportionally. Still a big difference, right? That matters. When we're doing, 60 turns per run, having Kita-san show up like once or twice extra can be the difference between a high roll and not a contender. It absolutely matters, right? I just want to be very clear. This is not me going, MLB Kita-san's not even that bad or that good. My point is that the much bigger jump, right? The much bigger jump is 2LB Kita-san has 2 priority. So it's 120 minus, right? 120 over 570. That jump is 5.17, right? Which is bigger absolutely, but also proportionally. This number is like 20% and this number is like 26. So proportionally, it's also like 30% bigger, right? So it's more important to have 3LB Kita from non-3LB Kita than it is to go from MLB to 3LB. It's almost the same jump, but it's like not quite as good, right? You can still high roll hard with 3LB. It's going to happen less often. Yeah. The jump, absolutely it's bigger, and proportionally it's much bigger too, right? Like on average, she's going to show up like 40% more often on speed or something like that from 2LB to 3LB. That's my only point there. But MLB Kita-san is absolutely still noticeably better, right? Like probably like 3LB Kita-san is the best speed card in the game right now. Yeah. Like probably, just in an S tier, like by herself. And then MLB Kita-san is probably in a tier above 3LB Kita-san. But the gap between those tiers is probably smaller than the gap between Kita-san and like any other, or maybe 3LB Kita-san is like this in the same level as like an MLB Biko Pegasus or something like that, or It's also very worth it to invest into MLB Kita. This is where I got that formula. Let me see. Guides to evaluate. Oh, I've seen this post. Let's see. Where do they talk about priority? I've seen this post. I thought this post was certainly quite good when I started out. Yo, Hecko, thanks for the gifted. Much appreciated, man. Slide 10, thank you. I don't know how to fucking count. How do I tell what's... Oh, 8, 9, 10. There you go. Yeah, I don't think this is right. I see. It does just say it plainly. There's no room for interpretation. I think this is not correct, though. Yeah, I don't believe that is true. It's certainly in the reference doc, I assume. Anyways, 1 a.m. Have some got a bonus again for work, and night. Thanks, Hecko. Much appreciated. We are done with our suicide runs, by the way. We can get this thing out of here. Special... Oh, not weak. Specialty. Priority? Stat stick passives. Specialty priority is convenient. Yeah, right? Exactly. I was misguided? Yes. I mean, it's about right, but once you get to the higher numbers, it doesn't scale. Like, it's right for lower numbers, but as you get to the higher numbers, the actual priority formula scales slower than just multiplying it by the number. Yeah. 80 base. What does this mean? She doesn't have 80 ever. Biko MLB is slightly stronger than 3LB Kita? Yeah. But yeah, as far as like MLB Kita, it really is just like for reference, there's an Agnes Tachyon speed card that's coming out basically at the start of Grand Live, right? Not next scenario, the scenario after that. And that card is like arguably better than Kita-san at MLB. Yeah? Like, it's also just really worth investing into her because she just is amazing forever. Like, 2 scenarios from now, there's maybe a better speed card. I looked at that Agnes Tachyon card and I was like, like, it's got a skill point bonus, right? It's got higher friendship over her for sure, which is a big deal. That banner is cracked. You're getting 100 free pulls on it. Yeah, the Tachyon Light Hello. Holy shit, man. That banner is insane. Light Hello has like a date that recovers 77 energy at MLB. Like, what are we doing? I think it's 70 at 0 LB, so it's not even like you need high LB for it. But yeah, like that act, like, you know, I can show you right now. I like to show and not tell around these parts. Let me show you what I'm talking about. That Tachyon is, you can make a solid argument that's a better speed card than Kita-san for sure. But like, again, this is the first time I saw a card that made me think that, and it's a year from now or something. Yeah, because this is the big thing, right? No mood effect, but certainly the friendship bonus is more important, right? A speed bonus where Kita-san doesn't have that, but she has the power bonus. Kita-san has more TE though, right? And higher priority by a little bit, but she's got higher priority. She also comes with race bonus. You don't, so this is after Manta though. She comes with fan bonus. You don't, right? The hints, you're more like pace oriented. You're more front oriented, right? So no real winner there or anything like that. In that scenario, would you use 2 speed cards anyways? No, my point is more so, I don't know. I could not tell you about the meta for fucking, I can't even tell you that all I know is that Imman's race bonus is good. I have no idea what the fuck is going on in Grand Live. My point is just, in terms of looking at these 2 cards, this card that comes out 2 years after Kita-san is maybe better? Maybe, right? Like, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Certainly, though, having no mood effect at all. I mean, mood effect is not nearly. It's like 1/3 as good as friendship bonus, something like that. But having none at all, right? Yeah, this is really high. This is really the thing, right? That's crazy to have on a card, but also 80 priority, right? Kita-san has a little bit better priority, which is still meaningful, right? It's gonna be like 2% again, probably the difference in these 2 formulas. That matters, right? Like, this matters, these matter, but this matters a lot, right? And this is probably better than this in the grand scheme of things. So like, this Tachyon card at MLB is probably better than Kita-san at MLB, but they're on the same tier. How does TE scale? Linearly. Basically, the reason that friendship bonus is the most important of all of these stats is because if you have, you know, like the base stats that you're getting, right? And then you have the friendship bonus, and then you have the TE, and then you have the mood effect, and then you'll have like your Uma growth, right? Like, just it applies at the very end there. So let's just ignore that for a second. If you have 1 card, like 1 rainbow, it'll be, you know, whatever stats times their friendship bonus, times their TE, times their mood effect. If you have multiple cards, mood effects will be, well, actually, it's not times mood effect, sorry. It's times 1.2 times mood effect, right? Like this. Like, if you're on great mood, or 1.1 if you're on good mood. But yeah, so mood effect is actually going to end up scaling linearly or additively like this, where if you have like 3 different Uma that all have mood effects and you're on great mood, it's going to be, you know, 1.2 times ME plus ME plus ME, right? Same thing for training effectiveness. If you have multiple Uma with training effectiveness on there, it's going to be times TE plus TE plus TE, right? But if you have 3 different Umas with friendship bonus, it actually is times FR1, times FR2, times FR3, right? This is why when you only ever see like the crazy numbers in trading when you get a double rainbow, a triple rainbow, a quadruple rainbow, right? Because friendship bonus scales multiplicatively. Every friendship bonus multiplies on top of itself, whereas every extra bit of mood effect or training effectiveness simply adds on top of it, right? This is also why your training facility levels matter so much, because if this number is like 10, right, and we have, I don't know, times 1.3 times 1.3 times 1.3, right? Triple rainbow, 30% friendship on all of them, right? And then you have like 5, 10, and 5, and then you have, I don't know, man, like 1.1, or let's say like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 or some shit, right? This number 10, I don't think I think 10 is a little too, I've done something, definitely you're not getting 2000 speed or something like that. That is definitely not correct. Oh, these don't all multiply. Yeah, these are... I'm having all of these multiplied together, which is wrong. No, that's... Well, somewhere in here is wrong. My point is, though, pretend you're getting 2,000 speed. If this goes up from, like, 10 to 15, right? Boom. Right? It's also just a straight up 50% multiplier on how much you're getting. So raising your facility level does matter. I don't know where exactly I have fucked up here. You get your base. You multiply by all the friendship bonuses. And you take, you know, that whole thing. And then it does get multiplied by the TE, right? Oh, these are not 5, 10, and 5. Yeah. This is like 0.05. Like 1 plus. Yeah. Plus like 0.05 or something. Yes, okay. There you go. Yeah, TE. I have my TEs like 100 times bigger than they should be, yeah. This actually makes sense. If you had all of this mood effect and all of this training effectiveness and a triple rainbow and shit like that, and like I could actually see this happening. Yeah, because you're on great mood and you have like 50 and 20% training effectiveness. Yeah, all like that. That's a big fucking number. That's more realistic. I think it's just here that I've just set all of these numbers way too high. Like even Kita-san does not have 30% friendship, right? Which is where you see this being 44 is a really big deal. Yeah, it's a really big deal. This is the most important number on a support card, and so is this, right? And this Tachyon is killing both of them. And honestly, above a certain point, like if we're like above like 50, this above like 50 of the priority, this is absolutely the most important number on a support card, yeah? Because especially priority like levels off, like it gets less good the more of it you have. This number is, so again, this is why I look at this card and I go, okay, I think that's better than MLB Kita-san Black. But again, MLB Kita-san Black is in the same tier as this card. And this card comes out in Grand Live. We're going to go through 4 months of Alharu. We're going to go through 4 months of Mant. And then this card is going to release. And then there will just be a card sharing a tier with Kita-san Black. It's not like she's power crept, right? And if you don't have her MLB, guess what? At like 3 LB? Right? I mean, she's probably, she's maybe comparable because the friendship bonus still goes, but the priority is starting to go down, right? The skill point bonus goes from 2 to 1, right? And then if you don't have her at 3 LB, I mean, it's just kind of, at this point, the friendship bonus starts going down, priority is even lower. Like, at 2 LB, this card is just worse than MLB Kita-san Black, probably, right? Would you still love to run both of them? Yeah, but, so the point of all of this is to say that investing in Kita-san with the uncapped crystal is going to be a very good long-term investment. I don't know when we get to the first card that is just objectively better than her, like just straight up power creeps her. I've only looked 2 scenarios into the future. Maybe for the 5th scenario, some card releases, or sometime during Grand Live or something like that, some card releases that mogs Kita-san, but I mean, a card lasting for a year in the global schedule is the equivalent of lasting for like a year and a half. And that's from now, by the way. Like, she released she released like half a year ago, right? So, probably Speed Condor? I looked at Speed Condor. I don't understand the hype a little bit. Almond Eye completely destroys her. That's a long time from now. I mean, Veld, final boss of Uma Musume. Final boss of Japanese horse racing. I looked at that Condor card. I don't really get it. She's really good for, pace chasers, right? But like, lower friendship bonus, better mood effect. Speed bonus is nice. All stats bonus, right? You have like 2 speed bonus, right? But like, this card is... so 2 speed bonus, power, wit, like this is good for sure. But like, I don't know, like this and that. Yeah, what's the special effect? It gives her this. The special effect is what gives her the all stats bonus. When bond gauge is full, she gets all stats bonus and skill point bonus +1. Oh yeah, the Tachyon, by the way, too, only gets this crazy high friendship when bond is full. Now, you're gonna get there, but like, she doesn't even have, like, before this, she has like a comparable friendship bonus to Kita-san. Right? It's only once bond gauge is full that she's like arguably better. And honestly, when bond gauge is full, again, it's crazy to have 2 speed bonus, 1 stand bonus, 1 power bonus, 1 width bonus, but realistically, you're only getting speed and power off of the Condor, yeah? Like, you're gonna get 1 stamina, wit, and guts, unless they change how training works. Maybe in future scenarios, you're getting a little bit of every stat, in which case it could be good. But like, this is basically just says that she has 2 speed, 1 power, is what inevitably is going to work out to. This card is probably, in the current game, maybe as scenarios go on, trainings look different. But like, if this card was out today, this is worse than MLB Kita-san Black. It's not better, yeah? Like, for the meta we're currently in and how things currently work, this is not a better card than Kitasan Black. And this card comes out after the Tachyon. It comes out like a year later, right? Imagine landing Condor and Guts and having Guts card with Friendship. Ooh, I mean, that's true. Yeah, if she roams onto... She has 10 TE as well. If she roams onto Guts, you would get, yeah, Guts, speed, and power. It would be interesting. Condor good for a Guts maxing build? Though she, again, unfortunately then, it's like, well, she has 65 priority. So, like, she's not going to roam that often, but it could happen, right? My point being, Kitasan is kind of amazing forever. She is... It's kind of fucked up, honestly, because... Her last rerun is coming up right now, like it's in a month. And if you don't have an MLB or 3LB at least, Kitasan by then, it's like, good luck using selector tickets and uncap crystals for the rest of your life. Like if you start, it's a little tough. It's a little tough. It's a little mean of them for sure. Okay, so we need to do acquire 12 skills and complete a career playthrough. Gotcha. We can maybe try to Bakshin max. Because I want to win Sprinter Stakes as well. When does Sprinter Stakes run? Does it run twice a career? Because if so, I can get more winner's sashes for it. Sprinters Stakes. Only second year. That's tough. Okay. Second year, September 2nd. Gotcha. And wait, it is, first off, it is Sprinter Stakes that I need for you, yeah? And this is Yastakinen, and this is Sprinter Stakes. Sprinter's S. Yes, okay. And Yastakinen is... second and third year. Gotcha. June 1st. Oh, wait, you're also second and... Oh, you run... Okay, okay. I think all races run twice. Yeah, my bad. I'm just blind. I'm stupid. This is good, because that means I can do fewer runs and get this potential level up. We can get 4 of these per run, potentially, if we win both of these. Okay. That is good to know. September 2nd, and we can schedule them, too, but like September 2nd and June 1st. Gotcha. Ah. Okay, so let's Bakshin max. I don't think I care to have any, like, parents that are, like, good here. At least any borrow parents, and I'm not gonna use a borrow for this. What I will do, probably, is grab the Ryan. I mean, stamina? Whatever. I mean, maybe that'll mean we don't have to get any stamina ever. Like, with just that, we probably are already good for her, like, entire career off the plus 400. And then, I don't know, man, give me some, like, speed sparks. Oh, no favorites. I don't care. Give me, like, a 3-star speed. Actually, we're gonna cap speed for sure. Give me, like, some power sparks. We're gonna cap speed and wit for sure. I'm gonna bring, like, 2 speed, 3 wit, so we'll be fine. I have a 3-star power ogre. Who would have thought? Not quite what I was looking for, but fuck it, why not? And then let's just go to a deck I don't use. Hello, Easvar. How you doing? Let's go like... I don't think I've used deck 4 in... Oh my god, I'm dying. Deck 4 in a while? Yeah, sure. Let's go... that seems right. So let's grab Sweep. And let's grab... What's like a... I just want like stat sticky. Wit, basically. So maybe just like the MLB. Yeah, because I don't care about you necessarily here. I don't care about what you're giving me. So let's just do that. And we can borrow like an MLB Rico. Actually, that's true. With Rico, we definitely don't need to borrow, and we don't need to inherit any fucking stam at all. But it's fine. It's fine. At the end of the day, all we want to do is win the Sprinter Stakes. We don't have to min-max that hard. Yeah. We want to win the Sprinter Stakes. We want to get 12 skills. What's your opinion of using the gold crystal to upgrade 3LB Sweep Tosho SR to MLB? Sweep is very good, right? And I believe she does also, I think she gets a speed bonus. Or no, what is she? No, she's one of the ones that doesn't get a speed bonus, yeah. She gets a skill point bonus, yeah. Sweep is, I'm thinking of someone else then. Actually, I take back what I was about to say then. Sweep is very good, but she is about the same at 3LB and 4LB. There are speed cards. Aishin Flash, I think, is one of these, right? Who, from 3 to 4, boom, right? That's big. That matters a lot. Sweep is 98% the same at 3LB as she is at MLB, yeah? She gets 2 extra initial friendship. She gets 2 extra fan bonus. She gets 4 extra priority. She gets 2 extra friendship bonus. That matters, but she's... Skill points is pretty good. Yeah, the skill point bonus is good. It's true. But also, I mean, it is good. It is good. But to me, I think this is better, right? I would say that like get like an SR card that like gains a speed bonus or whatever bonus at MLB for their main stat is probably more valuable. Pretty good, but not huge. Yeah. So if you have like another SR you would rather spend it on, I would do that if I were you. The skill point bonus is certainly nice, but also keep it's on speed training. Yeah. So like it's gonna take you up from like 3 skill points to 4. That matters. You're gonna click speed a lot, certainly. But there are better SRs to use it on, for my money. I should flash my goat. This seems right. Yeah, close enough. I like Shinko Windy. Yeah. She has a skill on her that's really good these days. Yeah, like after they prepared to pass. No, it's not that. Prepared to pass isn't bad, but I could shifting gears. Yeah, she comes with shifting gears. Yeah. And unyielding spirit. Oh wow, yeah. It's the friendship bonus. No, but also for Mile, the skills on her are really good. Yeah, that's really good. This is Uma stand for Mile, right? Shifting gears is also really good on Mile. It's that's the white version of Mile Maven, yeah? Or no, changing gears is what, it's the white version of that. This is not Mile Maven, no. Yeah, this is a little bit worse. Yeah, it's mid-game. But this is also really good, obviously. That's a big deal. Priority a little low, and TE not too high, right? Productive Plan is white Mile Maven? Yeah, I always get it mixed up, it's my bad. But like, Unyielding Spirit is really good, yeah? Like this is... It could happen like literally 5 seconds into the raid. Like this is another Uma stand like, which again, early game velocity is ridiculously strong. And then this is obviously good too. Yeah, 35 prio is a little low, but still very, very good. A card is just so good if you want a high roll fish. Yeah. I mean, if you want a high roll fish, the only fucking number you care about is friendship bonus, right? You just get as much priority as you can, sure, but like you just stack high friendship bonuses on each other and just go for fucking broke. Yeah, it's probably fine. This is fine. So we're just gonna speed and wait. Our main goal is Yasuda Keenan, Sprinter Stakes, and 12 skills. We don't really care about anything else. Good thing we got the Mile aptitude up with that being said, actually, because I think she starts with B otherwise. Supido! How's Unity Cup treating you as you got some runs in? I mean, I did suicide 20 of them. I think I only have like 6 runs in Unity or something. I'm still trying to figure out the exact... I'm still experimenting with the exact balance of like prioritizing fires over supports and stuff like that, but I think I'm starting to get a little bit. I had a fun run yesterday where I felt like I just didn't get any of the fucking fire trainings. So my Ogre ended up with worse stats than I would have imagined. Though, weirdly, her power was super fucking high. I can actually show you what I'm talking about. Where is... If I scroll up far enough, I put it in the chat. I maybe can't find it, actually. I might have lied to you. It was weird, though, because I had no power cards and 2 speed cards, and Ogre has more speed... I had 2 speed cards, 2 wit cards. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah. I don't know how I ended up with so much power on this run, right? 2 speed cards, 2 wit cards, on a character with 20% speed growth, no power cards, and I got almost as much power as speed. It was very funny. Because everything was avoiding speed like the plague, man. I got like no fucking speed rainbows. None of the spirit bursts ever went on speed. It was very, very odd. I feel like I don't super understand what to go for, but then I had a run where everything just worked out and I was popping monster stats left and right. Yeah, I think the general heuristic is that... Like, the thing that kind of made it click for me, that popped it over the head, because you might be like, wait, why am I, like, prioritizing... Because people tell you to prioritize the fires and stuff like that, and you might be like, well, why would I care about those over, like, the stats of my Uma, right? But I think a really important thing to remember is that your training facility level is based on your team rank, yeah? As soon as, like, you internalize that, it's like, oh, wait a second. And at the end of the day, late game training is worth, like, 6 times as much as early game training. And you get Spirit Bursts, which can help make up for some of the lost stats in the early game. And then some. So, like, that's... Being able to just level up your facilities faster means that in the late game, you're actually getting more stats for your trainee as well, right? On top of all the extra benefits of the extra stats from the early game flames, from the Spirit Bursts, from all that. You're also going to level up your facilities faster, and then come senior year, when you have everyone at Rainbow and everything like that, you can start cashing that out. So generally, it really is like it's a very heavy fire prioritization. Like in my head right now, maybe this is too extreme. I might pull this back. Hello, Christy. Over time, I might pull this back. But as of right now, I kind of think of it as like a fire, especially one that raises friendship, is like almost as I think of it as like a rainbow in my head. Yeah, like if you have a fire, not like the blue ones, like this, they're called what? Unity training is like the white fire, and like spirit burst is the blue fire. If you have a unity training on a support card that raises friendship, I view that as like a rainbow. Like I'll click that at the same propensity that I would click a rainbow. Yeah, and like if you like, so if I have like 2 fires and 1 rainbow, I'll pick the fires. Like I'm going to skip speed rainbows to pick the 2 fires, assuming that it's on my support, so it's raising friendship, and they haven't actually burst yet. That's a rainbow, right? And then obviously, like if it's just a fire and they haven't burst, I kind of ignore it at that point because it's not as useful. And if it's a fire that's like not on one of my supports, it gets deprioritized a little bit, but it's still nearly a rainbow, right? Those are certainly Hans words. Yeah. It takes some getting used to because what is good in URA is just not good here. It's just different. It's just a different game. Like the good training strategies in URA will actively get you like weird spread out like parent stats here, where you just end up with like 700 in every stat, and you go, how did this happen? So you have to unlearn some past habits. No fires? Honestly, brother, you can't fucking trick me. I'm friendship maxing. Since we're already, I would have recreated again if I didn't get karaoke the first time. There's everyone. And Machikane joins now, so she can't join the turn after. It's like this rainbow, right? Though obviously we're speed maxing, so still speed. My brain is fried preparing to go O2 on my regional. Yo! Yeah, see, so right here, Machikane would normally join here. She doesn't because she's scenario linked. That's why the scenario link cards are good outside of Rico. Because, like, yeah, early on, you get all of your supports in your deck. If one of the supports is a friend card, they can't join the team, right? So Rico, Tazuna, Kiryuin, if you want to bring her for some reason, which you probably shouldn't do, they don't join your team, so your team is smaller. And then the turn after that, all of the scenario link Uma join your team as well, right? So if you have friends, you'll have fewer horses in your team early on. And if you have scenario link cards, they can't join the team twice. So on the turn where you get all your supports in your deck, Machikane Fukitaru, she joins the team. And then she's already there, so only 3 instead of 4, Uma will join your team on the following turn. Why is having your team be smaller better? Because you leveling up your facilities, leveling up your team stats, your stat rank for speed, power, whatever, which both gives you, rewards in terms of Tazuna, gives you stats and free shit and all of this, and also levels up your facilities. That is based on the average stats of your team. If there are, 8 Uma on your team, and one of them gets 50 speed, that makes a bigger dent in the average than if there are 11 Uma on your team. So it makes it significantly easier to raise your facility levels and your team levels early on, which is really important, right? And then also, I do, this one I'm not certain about yet, but I do believe that they want you to have a certain amount of Umas at a certain point in the career. So what they're going to do is, because your team is smaller, more of them will join later. But when the Hanses join, they join to be somewhat relative to all the other horses on your team. So if you get more of them joining later, you immediately get like a big power influx too, because they're more higher rank Hanses joining all at once. So I was talking yesterday about how the support cards that aren't friends, the scenario link ones aren't really that good. I was wrong. I just forgot about that part. I was just wrong. Also, their spirit bursts, the kind of blue spirit bursts, are a little stronger. That by itself is not enough of a reason to run them. This kind of sucks. I'm nothing on wit so far. Yeah. Wit is nice because it doesn't cost energy, right? So you can just train. Oh, I gotta turn that back on. I gotta turn that notification back on immediately. How do I do that? Yes, when selecting rest. Yes, please. Because I misclick that shit like all the time. Rico friendship is also super high priority this early on because you do want to unlock the recreation. So yeah, I mean, Rico early on, the shit's also basically like this is 2 rainbows right here and 3 friendship ups, and this is just the 1, right? So yeah, this is definitely a power click, no doubt. Team's power rank went up. That's good. Rico Kashimoto, the hard worker. Training with Rico for the first time is also a mood up, so I think that's guaranteed. I think I've seen that every single time, where the first time you train with her, you get that hard worker event. I mean, again, 2 fires and a Rico, it's easy, right? At a certain point, like, you can really come up with a general strategy of just, that's 2 fires and a Rico, we click that. Very hard for anything to beat that. Oh, this is nice, this energy recovery. Thank you. Gold, that's so amazing. I love that fucking Gold City event, man. She just shows up, mood up, energy recovery, and then leave. This turn is not very good. So, like, this is a fire, but it's not gonna give us any friendship. Oh, and there's Rico here, so this is a guts click, because 3 friendship up, and Rico's here, and it'll get her to the green as well, which is where her event can start triggering, right? So yeah, this is definitely a guts click here. Oh, we can get mood up from this. I didn't know that. That's probably a wit click, because 2 fires. Again, these are 2 fires on supports. This is basically 2 rainbows as far as priority. Wit's rank goes up, and also speed is going to go up a little bit there, but it's not enough for anything to matter. The stats they gain are based on what the facility gives them. So they'll give they gain all stats when you get a fire like that, and when you get a spirit burst, it's even more. But they gain even more. Like, wit will give the most wit and second most speed, and kind of like a lower generic amounts to everyone else, right? Same thing, right? Power gives the most power, a little bit of stamina. Guts gives the most guts. Not quite as, like, a bigger jump down to both speed and power, and then, like, way less to stamina and wit. But it's also multiplied by these. I think for both spirit bursts, for sure. I think also for unity training, the white fires. I think these are also multiplied by this. So, like, the fact that Bakshin has 20% growth rate here means that it's going to be easier for me to raise the speed stats of people on my team. Easier for me to raise the wit stats of people on my team. So those facility levels are also going to increase faster, and we're going to be able to, like, increase the team ranks faster for those 2 stats as well. Something to consider when choosing, like, the growth bonuses are even more important here than they are in URA. Yeah, so this is kind of, this is kind of weird, because this is nice, though I just really don't want to click on stamina. I mean, if I had a stamina rainbow right now, I probably wouldn't click it, you know what I mean? This is kind of a stamina rainbow. I might just not click that shit. I might just go for the 2... maybe you can't trick me and I rest? No, because we're going to be trying to wit click anyway. I think I'm going to friendship max this turn. These kind of turns that are weird, where there's not, like, everything kind of sucks. It really might have been the correct answer to wit click there, now that I think about it, but it's good. Just keep at it. Guts. I mean, this is, yeah. Wit, I think, also just is high priority here, because you want to train as much as possible to get this up. Wit not costing energy makes it such a good click. It also gives you a good amount of speed if you have multiple of those. How much speed did we get off that wit click just now? 3? Oh, okay. It can start to give you more if you get more of the fires, for sure. I have definitely seen, like, non-spirit bursts give me, like, 9 or 7 or 6 speed on this, which is very nice. I will say I don't understand exactly how the formula for that works just yet. It might be if you end up with a card that has some speed bonus on there. Okay, remember, we need to be racing Sprinter Stakes. We need to be racing Yastakinen. Now we just have to make sure we get 12 skills, which we should be able to do mostly through trade. You can't race as much in Alharu is the one thing. It's why I think it's also not as good for parent runs. Agenda. Maintaining the agenda is our top priority. Classic year, it was June, right? Early June? Yastakinen, that's the one. And then it was... Oh, Sprinter Stakes is our goal in both. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. Let's just grab Yastakinen again then. There you go. You can't afford to race as much in Alharu because you just want to train so much for the fires. No affinity equals no parents. Yeah, I mean, URA runs are faster. The URA Finale Spark, for my money, I think is a little better. The Alharu one is power and wit. The URA one is speed and stamina. There's an argument, but I like the URA one a little better, I think. And then also, yeah, you can't race as hard here, which means fewer white sparks and also lower affinity. So, I mean, that's good, but we just don't really have the... I think we need to wit click here. You want to try and avoid the rest button where possible. So, like, this is a tough one. This is one where I might... Rico is supposed to act as like a pseudo rest. She really isn't, right? Like, if you look at the numbers, every single one of these is sleep deprived, yeah? Like, it's not like she's giving you that much energy back. But you can sort of use it as like I don't need to be at 100 energy right now because we're gonna wit a lot. So like if you're low on energy, definitely do not go on a date with Rico. Like, take a rest. But so many of the QOL changes are amazing, but this agenda map makes me want to kiss the devs a little bit. Kiss them on both lips with a gun. I think the agenda is well implemented. I don't know. You have to know when the races are happening, but it'll be so hard to list every race happening in it. Like, it will get so cluttered. I think I like it. Oh, wait, no. Oh, you actually meant kiss. I thought you were censoring kill. No, do you actually like it? Because I like it. I think it's really good. It wasn't a euphemism. I love it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. No, it's very good. I'm the world's biggest fan. Yeah. I thought you were saying, like, you know, as a way to say, like, kill them in Minecraft. Isn't it crazy how changing 2 letters makes that word, like, almost entirely opposite? So this turn kind of sucks. Because, well, we could friendship max for what it's worth. But, like, no fires. I mean, if I'm thinking of it as a rainbow, right? It's like no fires. Well, would I click on no rainbows if it was getting her to orange and getting her to, you know, almost orange? Yeah, I think I still would. It's a bit of a shame, though. It doesn't mean if you get something really crazy next turn, it's going to force me to rest. You could date the fascist here? I totally could have. But I think I wanted the friend maxing. But yeah, see, it does put me in, like, an awkward position here. Where, like, I want to take this. I think I'm going to take this. But 1, we could fail. And 2, now next turn, if something really good comes along, I'm kind of screwed, right? And I kind of have to, like, if we go down to this much energy, we have to rest. We can't date the fascist here. Hitler Chan cannot save us. He's gonna get us back up to, like, halfway. It's not enough, right? So that like, arguably a misplay for sure. Like clicking on the Kita-san sweep there was arguably a misplay. I mean, we don't miss out on anything too crazy here, but still, you just don't. You like to not rest as and sleep deprived is even more punished, unfortunately. Hello, dumb falcon. Aw, I like the little chibi art is so cute. The Bakshin book. What the fuck is this? Is wit or stamina? I'll take wit. It's like, see, like, it's like a weird one where, like, oh, it's a rainbow, but this one has a fire, so it's also a rainbow, and it doesn't cost me any energy, and it's got another friend that it's yeah, I mean, these are like the same click, but this one doesn't cost any energy, so I'm gonna pick this one. That's like, see, that's like the weird Aoharu shit. That's like the shit you would never do in URA, right? It's like, I'm just gonna ignore the rainbow to click wit. Whoa, yeah. Friendship with Fuji Kaseki, wit skill points, or power skill points. Wit. Wit max. We wit max. Ooh. See, now that one is hard to pass up. Yes, this one doesn't cost any energy, but we're still fine to train next turn. 2 fires and 2 friendship. That's, you know, you got me. I hope you're proud. I hope you're happy. Some more wit from Takion. Thank you. Man, oh, these are so worthless, these uniques on her, yeah. I mean, Triumphant Pulse could be good, actually. I don't fucking know, man. Pace Chaser straightaways? Yeah, sure. I mean, that's huge Gamba. If she procs that in the beginning of a race, she's just gonna, like, win. I guess we're fucking doing pace Bakshin? Yeah. Do. Second? That's crazy. She did not proc Pace Chaser straightaways. That's tough. Is that a fucking G2 that she just lost? It's wild. It was. Bum. See, now this is a trick. Here we date the fascist, and she doesn't give me quite enough energy, but it's still something. It pays to pace. It pays to come. It pays in second places, apparently. That's pretty good. 2 fires on no support versus 1 fire on a support and getting Kita-san to orange, I think is still... I just really don't want to click stamina, right? But I think it's still... Well, okay. The only counter-argument to this is that Unity Cup is literally next turn, so we can get, like... I mean, wit and speed, we're probably fine, right? What does Team Carrot look like right now? We could get wits to E, but it's more just like their speed is going to go up a little bit. Speed is fine. We're probably okay. We're probably fine. Some stamina is also good too, honestly, so they don't burn out. Let's just do this to get Kita-san to orange. Yeah. Bakshin style Armakiden. Oh, it's next at the end of next turn. Gotcha. See, this is a weird one. But again, right, it's like there's a speed rainbow here, or there's a wit click that costs no energy that is also basically a rainbow because it's a unity training on a friendship, like a friendship building unity training. Unironically, and this costs no energy, so wit is kind of at a premium here, whereas this will. We click wit here. We ignore our second speed rainbow of the career to click wit here. But you may notice we're already at 300 speed anyway. So it's like that. I mean, that's not horrible for late December considering how much we've been ignoring it. But wit gives you speed too, man. Okay, we might get fucked here, but I don't think I care too much anyway. This is not... We're mostly just here to get the skills. Ua Musume is a wit game? Now it is. Now it is. We got that advice for URA when it was wrong. And now it is much more true. The GOAT, Seru, he just said that 6 months too early. This is probably fine. She wins the sprint for sure. The main thing I check for here is just to make sure it just didn't put anyone who doesn't have an A in the aptitude. You can be a little bit more, what's it called? I don't think I buy this. Well, yeah, long, maybe we just don't have the stamina at all, but I think we're fine here. It's sad because Team Trials was so free with all the inflated Whipmax teams. Yeah. I still gotta upgrade my Team Trials shit too. There's only one. Do we mog you? We should. We should. We'll see. Maybe it could be a draw. Whoa! It was a draw. Neither of us won. That's tough. I think this is the first one of these that I've lost. I lost the finals once. That's crazy, man. You lost to R, Mejiro McQueen? Fucking embarrassing. It was a draw. Wait, I didn't lose. It was a draw? What does this mean? Nothing. It's basically the same as... Okay, well, that's bad. But, oh well. That'd be rough if it was an ace run for sure, but... That's a give up angle? Yeah, good thing this is not an ace run. So we do not care. That is the first time I've seen that shit happen, though. Like consistent to Team Trials retention, and now Unity has exploded everyone's stats? Sam, I'm not even there, brother. Oof. I mean, listen, Spirit Bursts can come later. I know none of these are supports, but like, I mean, goddamn. Hard to say no to that, I'm not gonna lie to you. What you up to now? Trying to get the last mission for the ticket done with. We have to get a race with 12... We have to finish a career with 12 skills. And I also just want to get Sprinter Stakes and Yasuda Kinen for Taiki potential level ups. Good fascist date. That was the Ogre resting time. Well, it wasn't too bad. We got it done in like an hour. I've yet to see a draw. Yeah, me too. Until just now, anyway. Could do this. I think I would rather pop these on... I mean, the Spirit Bursts do recover more energy if they're on wit. I mean, okay. Do I have a better alternative here? I think I do. It's called Dating the Fascist. Save me, Hitler-chan. Go for the extra large honey milk, Hitler-chan. Punished. This is... Yeah, 2 of these versus 1 of these. I would definitely pick this. And potentially get you up to rainbow? No, not quite. Whoa. Whoa. None of these are great, but like... Gee, I sure do love wit clicking. Arguably, that was a speed click. Arguably, that was a speed click. I think I'm gonna do this again. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. Certainly, we are having to give up a lot of these speed clicks. We'll have to do some Spirit Bursts, but she might finally form a thought with all this wits maxing. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath, brother. Let's give her pulse in case horrible things happen to her. So is prudent positioning goated now? If it activates early race and it gives you velocity? They do give you velocity now, no? I don't know, man. Maybe. I doubt these work. I don't know if these function as like, it's only good if you pair it with dodging danger. I see. It doesn't just give you velocity? Does it exit you out of pace down? If you're like a pace chaser or some shit? Or no? Because other, like, straight velocity skills do that, but more of a front thing. So it does not do that, right? Like, even though they give velocity, it doesn't, like, count as a velocity skill and unpace you down. Because if it does do that, that's really good for paces, even without the little dodging danger zigzag. If it doesn't, then yeah, it's more of a front thing, for sure. URA finale? Mile S. Don't mind if I do, man. Maybe this box gym becomes a mile parent. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We get to work on another fire too. Our speed is a little low as well, so I am glad to see this. There's a weird interaction where you go back and forth with the zigzag, but with just one, it doesn't happen. But it also gives you extra, like they said in the patch notes, that navigation skills increase passing ability, right? I didn't know if that meant acceleration or speed, but I assumed it was speed. Thank you, Cafe. So you've already popped. You haven't. So this is basically a rainbow and, you know, that you've already popped as well. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is a wit click, actually. 4 speed. I have to actually... Is that, like... Now that I think about it, is that written anywhere? Like, if I... Because they said they increase passing ability. Legendary lane movement speed now also increases target speed. If I look at this guy right here, is this... Target... Yeah, so, I mean... There's, like... Dodging danger or something. Oh. Like, yeah, it doesn't... So, is, like... Is it also just 0.0025 target speed? Because, like, do these turn off pace down is what I'm curious about. Because if they do, something like prudent positioning. You know, it just activates at a random point early game. Like this, if this is gonna... Because, again, even though the total velocity is going to be basically minuscule, the point is, if this turns off pace down, it's like this plus 1.7, yeah? So, like, but I assume they don't. But it certainly is something I'm curious about. If they function as, like, an honest-to-God velocity skill. Because if so, something, like, if that was the case, something like prudent positioning will be very good on, like, paces, lates, etc. Whoa! That's crazy. Again? Sure. That's very what? This might be a fascist dating angle. The power click is tempting, but I don't think it's good enough, and I don't really care about power enough. I think we maybe date the fascist here. Stamina is more than good enough, by the way. The stamina sparks were hella overkill for sure. I forgot how much Rico gives you. Confused by kindness. He really is Hitler Chan, man. Why spend your select ticket when you can just high roll every career? That's actually valid, man. That's fucking valid. It's so fucking real. Okay, Yasukinen right after this, which we do have to run in. Okay, so now we're kind of cooked for the Unity Cup, is the one thing. Because when you win, you get like plus 50, I think, to every stat for every horse. So it also makes it so, you know, your facilities level up faster, like everything is just much better. So it is definitely a shame. We do have to win this to get the sash, which is a little annoying. Nice. I think we only need like 4 of these or something. For Taiki, I need 9 of the Sprinter Stakes ones. Oh, some spectacular running. You only had Fujikaseki's best intentions in mind, right? Whoa. That's pretty fucking hard to pass up, yeah. And it's also building up I mean, this is fucking 60 speed in classic gear. Don't mind if I do, I guess. I think we might win Sprinter Stakes now, guys. Mambo! Power rank went up, cool. I think we'll get me trusted alone on... Oh, we're not even alone on Sprint anymore. Yeah, I mean, you are Mile B, but also you can't go anywhere else, so that's fine. Oh, they put us on Mile? I guess we have Mile S. Yeah, that's probably fine. Can you sprint? No. Okay. I was wondering if we could put anyone else... Like, I think we could probably handle Mile by ourselves. I'm relatively confident in that, but it's fine. It hasn't made any horrendous decisions. Oh, wow, we have to fight these guys again because we didn't rank up. Ugh. We do Mog, for what it's worth, but... It'd be crazy if we somehow didn't... Damn near sweep this, really. Yeah. Do 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 do. There is definitely something to be said for just, if you have any long aptitude at all, just like always throwing your own trainee on long, just because none of these motherfuckers ever have the stamina to do anything. This kind of sucks. I think I will wit Max. Just for the fact that it's, I mean, this is basically one fire. This is one fire that's not on a support. This is one fire that's not on a support, but it also just gives me energy back. Our speed is already, like, good enough, right? I'm not mad at where our speed is right now. Okay, and now we rest. Kind of crazy to think that with how much whip clicking we've done, it's kind of crazy Tachyon is not at full friendship yet. Well, I mean, these are just additives, so there's no reason to save them for, like, a better click. I'll pop it on speed, absolutely. See no reason not to. Seeking Zapadlu. It also helps raise up our, speed and power rank. So now we should be at level 3 on the speed facility. Carry logs in the forest. Did you just say you can be the tree? Rainbow and fire building versus 2 fire buildings? Oh, no, not 2 fire buildings. You've already popped. If this was 2 fire buildings, we would click here, but I think we actually do this. Plus, you can give us some stam, which we don't need, but... Okay. I love chasing brilliance. Nice. This sucks. I date the fascist here. Hello, Hitler-chan. How are you on this fine afternoon? Hope you're doing well. Rushing Gale. That skill's a lot better now, too. It's still Gamba, because it's a straightaway acceleration gold, right? So it could still trigger, like, in the beginning or the middle or something and be ass, but, like, this is, what, 1.8 seconds now, or is it... Hold on, what did they buff this to? If this hits on the final straight, it's actually quite good. How are your pulls on Rico Rice? I only did the free ones because I have other things I want to pull on. I got MLB or Rico. Have not gotten a single featured SSR. In fact, have I gotten a single SSR? Now that I think about it, maybe not. I might have gotten, like, 1. Or something like that. 3 seconds. I mean, that's really good. If that pops on the final straight and in Virgo, you're going to go nuts, obviously. But it's still highly Gamba, yeah? So I guess not good, but I didn't need them to be. I really just needed MLB or Rico, and I got her. So I'm big chillin'. Okay, we need 12 skills. Let's just pick up, like, cheap ones, I guess. Like, you're a skill. You're a cheap skill. This is just for the mission, right? So we don't really care. Rushing Gale is still just okay. It does everything or nothing, usually nothing. Yeah, but I mean, it's nice that it does everything. But the problem with it before is that it just did nothing. Like, even when it popped, it was like, what, 1.2 or something like that? Like, even when you got the high roll, it just didn't do anything. Now it's at least, like, it's a gambling skill, right? Depending on the track, depending on if there's a long final straightaway, you know, some tracks don't start in a straightaway, if I remember correctly. So there might only be 2, maybe like a 50-50, like a straightaway in the mid game and a straightaway in the last spurt. It could be okay. But there's like a reason to possibly pick it now, you know what I mean? Whereas before it was just kind of turbo ass all the time. I do want to win this for the sashes. We have a better chance winning this pacer front. I mean, we have pace chaser straightaways, but that's super Gamba anyway. I mean, we shouldn't get blocked as often, especially on a sprint. The final, everyone's gonna fan out like way before the last spurt. It shouldn't matter really. I think her ult, I forget how her fucking ult works, I'm not gonna lie to you. Engage in a challenge towards the front. Probably more likely to trigger her ult if we go front. If we end up in the back of the pace chaser pack, it could be a little weird for us. Yeah, it's probably fine. Damn, it's not fine. That's annoying. Neck and neck? Oh, come on. Yeah, it's tough. Doesn't really matter that much, but it just means we're gonna have to do like another, like 1 extra run to get these Taiki potential uncaps. It's a little unfortunate. This is not really a good turn. That's interesting. This is basically fake. This is just mostly for Tachyon friendship, I guess? Yeah, sure. There's an argument to fucking rest on that turn, honestly. That shit is horrendous. So true. Nothing. One thing. One thing. One thing? You can't trick me. I actually am going to rest now, since we're done with all of our Hitler dating. Bakshin style training, so true. 2. Oh. Only 1, actually, see, because both of you have already popped. It's a good fucking wit click, though. This is a weird one. I think the fact that this doesn't cost anything and gets you to gold, I think I still have to go with this. If pace down works as suggested, lane movement should turn it off because it's part of the target speed calculations now. That's super interesting. Well, okay, because pace down specifically, right? Race mechanics. Pace down, like a precondition to activate pace down is that you can't have an active velocity skill. Yeah. Is the only, I have lost my fucking base speed, target speed. Let's go to search up front. Yeah, right there. Pace down. Uma's distance first place below minimum distance. No target speed or current speed up skill effect is active. Yeah? I mean, looking at that, I think prudent positioning might be nuts on like pace, lates, etc. Because again, like even though you're gonna get almost nothing out of it in terms of the actual speed effect, the problem is the pace down, yeah? The problem is like, the pace down is like 1.7 meters per second on a pace chaser. Like the difference of this. If it's target speed up, yeah, I think you're right. That's very interesting. Right? That's very, that makes something, again, like prudent positioning. So, like, really good for, like, paces, lates, etc. If it works that way. That's one where I'd be interested to see some room testing on that. This is right-handed, yeah? This is a cheap skill. We'll grab it. Got to test this shit in practice raises? Yeah. Means I can spend my ticket on a not Uma stand. I mean, prudent positioning is... What are the conditions for this? Prudent positioning. Yeah, so the problem with prudent positioning is it's a random point in the early race. So, like, if this triggers, like, too early, like, literally right at the beginning, it could be problematic. If it triggers too late, it could be problematic. But it's still, like, this will still be good. This will still be good. The problem with this triggering, if it triggers too early, if this triggers, like, right when you leave the gate, then by the time this 3 seconds ends, you probably are actually just going to get paced down again because you're too close to the front. Like, they haven't had time to just establish their lead on you. That's why, like, one of the nicest things about Umastan, actually, right, is this, right? This is, like, really, really good because it means it can never trigger too early. But still, it would be like a more gambly, but still very strong substitute, right? If you had this, there's something to be said about the opportunity cost of not having to worry about getting Umastan, because Umastan's not guaranteed either, right? And there's a big part of this phase random in the early game that would be very good. So I'll definitely be, if you want to test that shit in a room match, let me know as well, because I am very curious to hear how that goes. Fire, 2 fire, 2 fire. Wit. We're at full energy. Give me 2 fire. If you're gonna give me 2 fire, give me the 1 on speed. Because I don't care about stamina. Easy. Oh, baby. I mean, yeah. That's an easy one. 666 speed. Updrafters. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, hard to overlook the double rainbow here. Before the 3rd round. We did fucking lose the first one. Wait, really? I'm surprised by that. Have they gone and fucked me? Everyone's got A's. I feel like I don't quite buy that. Maybe, I mean, the long team probably doesn't have the stamina for longs, for what it's worth. Oh, you definitely don't, yeah. Do we have someone with like a little bit better stamina? Okay, you got better stamina, but you got long B. You got long A and your stamina sucks. You've got long A and your stamina is better. Yeah, I think you can run mediums, right, Mambo? Yes, you can. I think I want you to switch with Kita-san. It's something. Kita also has recovery skills. Oh, does she? Oh, yeah. Extra. Oh, I guess she gets all of. Oh, they get all of the skills that they have as hints. That's really cool. Also, it's very cool that like this Like, Kita as a horse is not in the game yet, but it is cool that her actual, like, Uma is in here. That's good to know, actually. I did not clock this. Yeah. Definitely the correct swap, then. They just said we're just gonna lose medium now. I think we're fine. I think you're fear-mongering, Tazuna. I think you don't know what you're fucking talking about. Please? Please? Yeah. Tazuna fear-mongering, as always, man. Classic Tazuna strategies. Nice. All those trainings leveling up. That's crazy. Draw is crazy, man. I've never had that shit happen before. Yeah, speed rank went up because they joined later and they were strong. Strong. Energy heads. Unite. God damn! I mean, it's kind of only 2 fires because you guys have already bursted, but it still gives us a little bit of extra stats. I'll take it. Cool. Carrot. How are we looking on skills and skill points? Do I need to race a little bit more? I'll take the skill points from here, actually. We can afford the energy because we're going to width click more. Tazuna just knows that if it was her, she'd clear, so her standards are higher. That's valid. So we have... I assume this doesn't count. We have 1, 2, 3. Only 3 skills right now. We need 9 more. I mean, boom. That's a very cheap one. 4, 5, 6. The green ones, I mean, yeah, okay, I think we can do this. I don't think I have to race more. I think we're fine, certainly. Especially if we keep with some... Oh, that's you, huh? I mean, that is a skill, and that's a skill point bonus from you, to be fair. Yeah. And I think Etsuko gives a little bit more too, but I mean, the reason this is 4 and this is 7 is because of the skill point bonus that Tosho has. So wit click. Give me more of those fires. I might do some wit bursts as well, just for the sake of getting more skill points. Oh, yeah, 12 skill points. I'll take that for sure. Oh, okay. This isn't an ace run. This isn't an ace run. I want to win the Yasuda Kinan and the Sprinter Stakes. I don't think we should struggle with that in senior year, please. So I think I just do this, honestly, because this is a lot of skill points, and I want the skill points. Though this is 3 fires. Oh, it's only 2 fires. And this is only 1. No, I convinced myself. This is 2 fires that are actually building towards something and a rainbow. And this is, yeah. I think I did convince myself to click this, actually. Bonk. Thank you, Etsuko. Etsuko friendship's good, too. This is, what, subdued end closers or something? Flustered end closers, yeah. Yeah, I'll do this. Just for the, 13 skill points. More wit. Whoa! Well, actually, hold on. That's 3 fires. Yeah. I mean, we do want to get more Spirit Bursts. It's kind of weird. It's good. It's Guts. But it's just so good. It's just such a good click. It's honestly, it's this even more so than this, because we get to save this for later, but... Yeah, why not, man? I mean, it's going to give us a lot of speed and power levels as well, so it might even level up. You're not failing this on 2%, are you? You're not loading this to tell me that I failed a 2% for the first time in my life? You wouldn't do that. I failed a 4% before. Okay. This might level up the speed facility, maybe? No. Early lead. Cool. Which one is this is the bottom one is 30 energy. Yeah. They haven't added a way to filter my veteran Uma for specific skills? Have they not? They added a bunch of filters to veteran Uma, but I don't know if maybe they didn't? A wit max. A guy like me, I wit max. They did add a lot of quality of life to that UI, at least, for what it's worth. Early leads. It's interesting. I mean, if we're gonna front run her, then we might. I feel like, I guess we can grab dodging danger as well and have the, everything. Uma Stan. Well, actually, we have Uma Stan now that I think about it. Maybe I will just pace her instead, and I'm lying. I just want to win. I also want to win Sprinter Stakes is my main problem. My main goal is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. And yeah. Maybe we don't grab early leads. And we instead grab... Sympathy and Lucky 7. Easy. Doesn't look like it, no. Oof. Stuff. How many skills do we have currently? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We should be definitely good to get 3 more by the time the career ends. I am curious, actually. This is the first time I've had Umastan on someone. Can we, like, watch this race and see if it pops? I mean, with 7 in careers, it should be a lot easier than CM because you have so many more people. It's a lot harder to pop Umastan with 9 horses than with 18. So, supposedly, this should just be, like, a 90% wit check that we have to pass here. There's no way this doesn't count, right? Prudent positioning. 5 seconds. There it is. She's pacing, yes? Was she not? Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay, that's actually interesting. The combo. Oh, I didn't. Wait, the prudent positioning speed. Well, when she triggered prudent positioning, did she speed up a bunch? Well, I want to watch that. I want to watch that again on the VOD, actually. Hold up. Presumably she wins this, right? Certainly. Yeah. Okay. Looks very funny. Way to force fronts to rush. Yeah. He was instantly ahead of the pack. I think it's because prudent positioning. Hold on. Because the idea is that you're not supposed to pace down again. But I wonder if that was because it was a sprint, so the early game ended quicker than you'd expect. Umastan is the worst on sprints, right? Because the early game is... just because in case anyone is sort of unfamiliar with why Umastan is so good, right? Basically, it's you're paced down, it speeds you up, right? We all, you know, I'm assuming we understand this. But the big thing also is this. In the early race, if the base speed is 20, the fronts are running at 20, you're running at 0.985 of that, right? So even when you're out of pace down... Also, wait, this is... I thought it was a little... Oh, this is acceleration. Sorry. Yeah, it's a little different than that. It's 0.978. There you go. Right? 0.978. So you're running at 19.56. Even when you have Umastan up, this is only going to be plus 0.15. 19.71. The front is still running at 20. So they should still just be faster than you. Yeah? So you don't have to worry about closing in on them so much to the point that you repace down. That happened to Bakshin right there. And I think it's because, one, this only holds true in the early race, right? And I think 5 seconds in, the early race of a sprint is almost over, unironically, yeah? So by the time Umastan was done, the front actually was slower than us, yeah? Because they're, like, in the mid-race, fronts are actually slower than paces by default. And we still had the Umastan speed buff active. I think it's because we popped both prudent positioning into Umastan is what led to that. I think. I want to, like, grab the, like, YouTube stream. Let's take a look at this together, because I want to see if she definitely, like, got really far ahead once Umastan popped, but did the prudent positioning do anything as well? So take a look at Sakura Bakshino. I mean, everyone is very close up at the beginning, as you might expect. Prudent positioning pops. You know, I think it did, right? There are 7 pace chasers in this race, yeah? I think prudent positioning did make her go... Yeah. I think prudent positioning does turn off pace down. Because, like, she was basically ahead... Like, Umastan just popped, and she's basically in first. That is very curious. Because now Umastan pops, and it continues even further. That's when she, like, gets ahead of the one frontrunner, which is really funny. It is interesting to see, why is the one front... There's one front here. I wonder if they got late started or something. The front must have gotten a late start. Because I feel like they should still, well, I guess maybe by the time Umastan pops, not by the time prudent... This is the weakness of prudent positioning, I think, right? I think this popped too early. Right? Again, it's nice that Umastan... Like, if we didn't have prudent positioning up, I'm not sure if it's Akabono, I'm not sure who the front actually ended up being. But if we didn't have prudent positioning right now, by the time Umastan popped, the front would have had more of a time to establish their lead, right? Instead, we were running at damn near the same speed as them, and then we pop Umastan again, and I think, yeah, we just get too far. We get literally too far ahead, right? No, okay, though I will say, yeah, you can definitely see Umastan feels like it has a bigger effect to me. That's the front right there. Yeah, okay, that's the... Hold on. It's this blue... This light blue lady, you can tell. Yeah, and then... Umastan runs out, and we get paced down. You see that? That's why, like, he just completely zooms past us. Hold on, did that blue lady get late started? because Umastan is an actual velocity skill as well, it's essentially meaningless, yeah? Umastan, if you're running at 19.56 and you're paced down to run at 0.915 times that, that's 1.7, right? It's 17.8, like 19.56 minus this is 1.66 meters per second. Umastan on top of this is just another 0.15, yeah? Like, the actual velocity component of Umastan is essentially negligible. Yes, it technically matters, but the good thing about it is the turning off of the pace down. It gets you an extra 1.6 meters per second, which is huge. So that shouldn't be why. My only guess, there are two, because I think prudent positioning is turning off pace down, because as soon as it activates, like it activates right here, and we are now... Ooh, okay. No, there is something to be said here, actually, about the other reason that prudent positioning activating too early could be bad. Okay, I think I know. You think you got like a second pace down, which you must stand turn off again? Oh, I definitely did, but no. I think actually the problem here is that you start the race at 0 meters per second, right? I think the reason that we could see a really huge impact from prudent positioning and not a really huge impact from from Umastan and not from prudent positioning is because of the fact that prudent positioning, I think, activated before we even accelerated up to this. Like 19.5 times 0.915. I think prudent positioning activated so early, we weren't even at this top speed yet. So we weren't really suffering any negative effects of pace down. Yeah? So that's why, like, no one is even at their lowered top speed yet. A couple of seconds in. By this point, right, a few seconds later like this, everyone is, like, and because you can see it, you can see that they're suffering the effects of pace down because of how far, like, the pack is actually starting to form for real. Like, this early on, Halo's, like, late surging, and she's not that far off, right? But it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as she goes because it's where she's getting paced down and really, like, shot in the leg, yeah? Like, by this point, the pack has really started to establish itself because of the effects of pace down, and then Umastan, I think, turns it off when it's actually affecting us. And that's why we go so far ahead. So I think while prudent positioning did turn it off in a moment where we didn't really care that much. We weren't really suffering. We were running at, like if we're running at, like, 14 meters per second, yeah? Do you guys have an LV deck? That's all that matters. Yeah, whatever, man. If we're running at 14 meters per second, we don't care that our max speed is 17.5. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we're still accelerating. We haven't even gotten there. But if we are at 17.5 and we could be accelerating and going faster, right? But we're not because we're in pace down, that's where it matters. That's another reason why prudent positioning activating too early actually makes it a lot worse than Umastan, right? What I am curious about, so that's prudent positioning, I think, did turn off pace down. I think it just didn't fucking matter. It didn't, like, it only started to matter kind of really at the end here. Like, you can still see an effect right before Umastan takes off here. Right? Like, Umastan just activated, nothing has mattered. We are still basically in fucking first, right? Compared to all the other paces around us, we are a little bit further. The positioning still gives someone in Halo's position an edge to be at the front of the pack as a late. Yeah. That's still good, for sure. Though, with lates, is a bit of a weird tug there, because you don't want to be too far. If there's, like, not that many paces in fronts, you don't want to be too far in front, because then you don't get iron, you don't get slick surge, you don't get updrafters, right? But yes. So now what I'm curious about is, so Umastan pops and we go fast as fuck, right? This is what I expected. This is ridiculous. But the front is just moving so slow, and I don't know why. So visual glitch doesn't matter. The game already decided who won there. Yeah. Why is the front moving so slow here? That's the part that I don't understand. I mean, because the front is, again, it's, you could see her, right? It's this lady in blue right here. I think she did get late started. I think there was only one front that she got late started, because look, like, Hishi, I think, is pace chasing, and she's ahead of her, right? Like, I'm pretty sure the reason we're in second right now is not because of the front, it's because of Hishi, who's ahead of us. I think this is a bit of a bad experiment, because the front got a late start. I mean, look, like, this deep in, and she's in, like, 6th. Yeah, I think... Yeah, like, she only, like, once she starts to accelerate to her top speed is when, yeah, she breaks away. But I think she got late started. She was, like, in 6th for so long. Let's run another race and see how it looks. I think that might have just been some bad luck. I think the front might have late started. As a result, she wasn't actually as far ahead as she should be. And when Uma Stan untriggered, we got paced down because we were too close to her. To my understanding, that shouldn't happen. The math says that shouldn't happen. But it's if we see it happening often enough, then there's something I'm missing in the math. Holy shit. What the fuck are these inspirations? We got Uma Stan, we got Mile S twice. Of course. On the run where I don't care, of course, this is what happens, yeah. We have Yasuda Keenan coming up for a mile race, so we'll do that. Guts maxing? That's fucking weird. But I mean, it's still, like, it's speed and power. It's speed and power and 2 flames. Yeah. Fuck it, we Guts max? Oh yeah! Haste Chaser corners. Don't mind if I fucking do, man. Straightaway Adept is also Gamba. It could, you know, could be good early. But again, if it activates too early, it could be bad. Yeah, I don't see why. This is a lot of skill. I just want skill points, really. It's fine by me. Our stats should be good enough to do what we want to do at this point. It's a lot of fucking wits, too. Bonk. Hello, Hishi. Shouldn't call you Hishi because there's another Hishi, but I like it better than Akabono. 2 fires. Support card that got groundwork also gives prudent positioning. Dumb Falcon? Is that who you're referring to? You're talking about Dumb Falcon? Again, though, right? Prudent positioning right there, activated early enough as to be useless. Basically. So, like, it is not an Uma Stan replacement, though it certainly can if you get a little luckier on when it activates. This kind of sucks. This kind of all sucks. You can't fool me, man. I'm gonna fucking rest. Sleep deprived me. Yeah, exactly. Never punished. Yes. Okay, let's watch this too. I am curious. 9 paces, so again, Uma Stan should absolutely activate here. Only the one front, again. I mean, certainly this is gonna be less common in CM, but this does put you at the risk of the front getting late started again. We got late started. Okay, that's gonna be interesting, actually. Prudent positioning hasn't activated yet. Uma Stan activates first, and Prudent both at the same time. Yo, my god! Okay, I mean, yeah, right? We're doing ace prep for the next CM. This is a mission run, but I mean, you see what Uma Stan did, right? That's the front. That's us. That's everyone else who doesn't have Uma Stan. Wow. Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. Now, I will say, again, we're too close to this front. We are getting, like, this is absolutely, we're getting paced down right now. That's why people are catching up to us. I think partially, this is these fronts. Position keeps over, so we can just pass her now. Yeah. Partially, this is these NPC horses having like no power, no nothing. Like it takes them so long to accelerate up to their top speed, because that is a factor, right? Like when I say that Uma Stan is really good because the front's top speed is high enough with this coefficient that even when you have the speed boost from Uma Stan, you will not catch up to them because they're still running faster than you. That relies on that front getting up to top speeds in the first 5 seconds of the race, yeah? Which is, like, absolutely going to happen on CM fronts. They've got early lead, they've got groundwork, they've got, like, concentration, so it's less likely. But on these career fronts, I think it's much more likely they're not at top speed by the time that Uma Stan pops, yeah? Like, let's see, can we find that front? Late, pace, late, pace, late front. Yeah, right? Like, 300 power, no Excel skill? This is not, like, a realistic, obviously, this is not a realistic CM stat line, yeah? Oh, she's got, what the fuck? She's got Turf B and, okay, yeah, right? So I think the important, why am I highlighting this? Because you'll notice we got paced down again. Right, we got too close to the front here. Uma Stan pops. Oh no, this is It's the wrong fucking... What is the... Oh, I have to, like, replay the VOD. I think I'm not live on the VOD. Yeah, there you go, there you go. It's the wrong race. Let's go back here. Over here. A little further ahead. So, you'll notice we got paced down again, right? We late start, that's fine. By the way, this is with a late start, by the way. Just like, again, Uma stand is ridiculous, yeah? But it pops right here, and immediately, shoom, right? Like, we're just surging, yeah? We're just surging. We fucking mog everyone. Now, the good part about Uma stand is that normally, all this distance, like right around here, right? All this distance we gained from everyone, and all this distance we gained on the front compared to everyone else, this should just stay, right? In a normal CM setting, we don't get paced down here because the front is going to be moving faster because they're going to have higher power. Honestly, just that alone is probably fine. They're going to have higher power, and if it's a CM front they have to actually worry about beating, they're going to have groundwork, they're going to have early leads, things like that. So they're going to be significantly further ahead of us, even after the Uma stand proc is over. In this case, though, because this front is so, like, you know, not good, no shame to Bravoire, when Uma stand ends right here, we actually are too close to her. So we are going to end up getting paced down, and you'll notice Grass Wonder, Nishino Flower here, all of them are going to start catching up to us because they're not paced down. They're running at their normal early to mid-game velocity, and we are being forced to slow down by the game. You see how the front's pulling away from us? That should not be happening, right? We're like, every couple seconds it checks, it's like, oh, you're too close, right? We're running slower. That's why these guys are all also catching up to us a little bit here. Like, over time, we lose out on all of this. This should not really be happening. But it's because we're too close to her, so we're not running at, like, max velocity, essentially. With a real CM front, this will not occur. So it's all that's going to happen instead is that all this free distance that Uma stand gives us, we're just going to hold on to that for the whole race. So, yep, it's really good. I mean, again, all the theory told me that Uma stand should be really good when I tried to figure out how it worked. And yeah, turns out it's fucking ridiculous. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? The race mechanics were not lying. I mean, what do you guys think that is? Like it should be about 3 lengths, or maybe 2 lengths on a sprint. About 3 on a mile. Looks about right, yeah? Like, how far ahead were we of, like, the next pace chaser? Couple lengths? Again, for reference, that's like medium or distance S. Distance S is on average like a length or 2. Popping Uma stand is the same thing as having versus not having medium S. Now, to be fair, again, any early game velocity skill could do that too, whereas obviously medium S is irreplaceable, yeah? With a late start, mind? Yeah, right? So, it's ridiculous. I am, and again, I think I really would be interested. I just don't think we're ever not going to have it proc. I would be interested to see what happens if only prudent positioning procs. Because I haven't gotten enough data to see if that turns off pace down. It looks like it does. It looks like it does, though, I will say. But I don't know. Oh, the other thing about prudent positioning, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't know, it's 3 seconds. Yeah, because duration is really the big thing here, since the magnitude doesn't matter at all. It really could be, man. It really could be like a decent substitute. Unironically, I just don't know for sure yet if it actually turns it off. Early testing says yes. But yes, asterisks, we're not entirely sure yet. Team speed S, we'll have to see it. Yeah, only rank 8 is tough here because we draw the first one. Do you have a Tokai Teo veteran by any chance? I don't even have Teo, unfortunately. No Hachimi for me. Prepare to pass. I mean, at this point we can grab some skills on you in case you do have Mile S. In case you turn out to be like a good parent, you have Uma stand, you have Mile S. I could grab like Prepared to Pass and some other shit on you. That's fine. Raise desu ne. Daijoubu desu. I'm sorry. He sounds the least sad of all the ones who like when you like force them to race 3 times. Like they all sound so sad, but like I'll do it if you say so. Aren't a quick career to grab just prudent and run some practice races. Valid. Because yeah, I'm not. It looks like it might. It also would matter a lot if it did. Oh, I didn't catch that message in time, Mr. Awesome. Geez, 7. Jesus Christ, double speed. Yeah, these are additive, right? The spirit bursts are additive, so there's no point in saving for something like this. Like these are both giving about 17.5 speed, right? So that's why it's 35. They don't multiply with anything, but it's still just cool to look at a training and go, wow, 70 speed on 1 rainbow. That's funny. I'm gonna do it. I do want to win the sprinter stakes. Final push. Dodging danger. God damn. Oof. It does increase the energy cost, right? But like, it's 3 fires, man. What do you want from me? Sorry? Yeah. If that was a wit burst, I would have clicked it. Lock shit. Should be damn near guaranteed. You know, if Napoleon had like a horse, you think it was a Uma in universe that just rolled around the shoulders of one? Just some food for thought. Rest in peace, Napoleon Bonaparte. You would have loved Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Type shit, type shit. You know what? There's always only one front. Jesus Christ. Let's run this again. I think we're still going to have the pace down problem, though, because the fronts just aren't good enough. They're not getting to top speed by 5 seconds in. Prudent activates early. Umastan activates. Jesus! Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. Did you see that little, like, that kind of stutter where, like, we were kind of running with everyone, and then suddenly we just exploded? I wanna share why that happened. I think I do have a guess as to why that happened. Face chaser straightaways later on is useless. Who cares? I do have, I think, an explanation for why it looked like we were all running side by side even after Umastan activated for a second there, and then suddenly we just blew up. Yeah. Let me explain what I mean. Like Umastan, boop boop boop. Prudent activates here. This is again my problem with prudent positioning. Is again. And what I'm about to explain, I think, is maybe more proof of that. This activated too early to matter. Even if this is turning off pace down, I don't think we care yet. Because I don't think we're suffering any... We're not even at the lowered pace down max speed yet, right? So even though I think this might be doing that, we just don't care, right? And the evidence for this is, look, I mean, well, to be fair, I mean, we're in the front of the pace chaser pack at the very least, right? So there might be something to say for that. We're not top speed yet. But okay, so Umastan triggers here, and like, things are kind of normal for like half a second, right? Like, things look, we're not really breaking away from anyone for a little bit there. And then right here, like, suddenly, I think what that was is that moment where we start breaking away is where everyone else hits their speed wall, yeah? Everyone else hits pace down. The front is just ass, right? The front just doesn't have the power to keep up with us, right? They're not at their top speed yet. Because their top speed is higher, so they have to accelerate more than us, etc. But I think, not at top speed, at top speed. Like, right here, right? For the first, like, half a second that Umastan popped, we weren't at top speed yet. Now we are, so are all of they. They're going to be stuck running at their, like, you know, almost 2 meters per second slower pace down speed, whereas we keep accelerating, so, right? So yeah, like, Umastan having that 5 second accumulate time is honestly perfect, because it seems like, on average, that is exactly how long it's gonna take you. Especially once you talk about, like, higher, like full CM Umas. Like, you're going to get, like, because we got there a little bit after 5 seconds, right? It looks like if you're talking about, like, 1,000 power, things like this, like, you're probably gonna get there right at 5 seconds. Like, it kind of does trigger at the perfect time, when everyone has hit top speeds, and then you can start to break away. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, again, look at this. Assume the front was a real girl who actually had, like, the power to get to her top speed and stay ahead of us, right? Look at the lengths we have over the paces that don't have this. It's fucking... I mean, in this case, because they're even worse than, like, they otherwise would be, right? This is, like, I mean, 1 bakshin, 2 bakshin, so that's 1 horse length. 2 horse lengths. It's like 3 horse lengths, roughly, yeah? It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. Again, though, it is the problem where our sole front right here, Excellency, right? Even worse than the other one. And not even proper aptitudes and stuff like that. So again, the fact that we're catching up to them and getting paced down, I don't think is going to be representative of a real CM experience, right? You don't even need it to be like some super meta whale frontrunner. I think you just need a frontrunner with like turf A and like 800 power. I don't think you even need them to pop groundwork or something like that. Can we get anything to help us win this? Just to make sure we do. Updrafters? Oh, it's a sprint, actually. I'll still grab updrafters, though. Meticulous measures, media. Yeah, I don't think we can. Nothing that I really care. Pace Chaser corners, actually. We could grab Pace Chaser corners right here. And then grab updrafters later for potential parentage. Where the fuck is updrafters? Reset. Pace Chaser corners. Grab that. We're definitely good on having 12 skills, by the way. And dude, rest in peace, Napoleon Bonaparte. You would have loved Uma Musume pretty dirty. No fronts. I mean, one of the paces will get assigned as front. If it's us, then Uma Stand becomes useless, actually. There is a world. Right? That is an interesting little thing. Nice. Okay, so we did get at least 2. We got 2 of the set. I need 9. So I could theoretically do it in 2 more runs if I win both the sprinter stakes. Moxie. I do need 9 for Taiki. Because that's that goal accomplished, partially. And then we just need to get 12 skills, which I think we are damn near already at. These are all fake. That's a bad pop. This is fake. These are not fake. We already at level 5 speed. That's cool. I mean, honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter. We're fucking stunt maxing, so who cares? What does this do again? I'll take more power and wit, yeah. I don't see why not. I'll take 36. Ooh, actually, I won't take 36 wit. Yeah. Because I'd rather double fire and a rainbow on speed. Yep. It is kind of like, this is not, like, it is kind of interesting how easy it is to cap speed in Aoharu, right? I guess we've clicked so many wit clicks. We don't even have like any sparks. We only have the 2 cards. I'm not even like we've done more races than we should because we're doing like fucking what's it called? We're farming for like sashes for Taiki, right? And like we're still damn near gonna cap speed on this run. Like yes, Bakshin has 20% speed growth, but like it just isn't that hard at all, right? Yeah, this is probably better. This give me that extra energy regen, more skill points as well. 7 speed from that wit click too, which I do fuck with. Unyielding Spirit, dude. This Bakshin might be in a ridiculous mile parent, by the way. Unyielding Spirit, by the way, good for the exact same reasons that Uma Stan is. It just only works on mile, yeah? It's even got the same 5 accumulate time. This is like perfect, right? Like this is it's only worse because the duration is lower. But like, yeah, this is awesome. This is very, very good. Big Sisterly does not increase duration, right? No, it doesn't, yeah. This is just like, this is another way, because Uma Stan's not guaranteed 3 horses around you. It could not happen. So having like another backup for mile, Unyielding Spirit is this is just slightly worse Uma Stan. 4 miles only. Running. Da-da-da-da-da. Running. No fronts again, goddamn. Bakshin Teki. 8 lengths on Taiki, amazing. Power Fantasy. Imagine beating Taiki Shuttle by 8 lengths in a mile race. Seeking the Pearl does both. Oh, yes, but neither consistently, right? This card is, if you want to just farm high rolls, just grab this one, right? Because yes, she does give you Uma Stan. She also gives you Shifting Gears, right? She has a hint. The hint is going to be consistent in Aoharu because you get so many goddamn hints, right? But the problem is she gives Uma Stan through this event right here. And chain events, her chain events are awesome, by the way. 30 energy, right, on this one. And Shifting Gears on this one. But the problem is chain events are much more consistent to get than these random events. You can go multiple runs without, I mean, right now on our current run, I'm pretty sure we have not seen like both of the events for every one of these support cards. There's probably multiple of them, or we haven't seen a single one of these, yeah? These are significantly more RNG, but if you do get this, she just gives you free Uma Stan. So she is another option to potentially high roll into it. And as far as a Guts card goes, she's awesome, right? MLB, we can look at for SRs. Boom, 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 right? It's all really good. And her hints are good. This is very, like, I have this card MLB because I just randomly pulled her a shit ton on the Nice Nature banner. And And like, while she is very good, I think I would still rather the damn near guaranteed Uma stand from King Halo. Think of a time where you went through the whole career and you didn't get to the first event in a cards chain. There's been a lot of times you might not have gotten the last one, you got screwed out of Maestro, whatever, right? But like, when was the last time you didn't get to the first event in a chain? Incredibly rare. I can't think of it. I'm sure it's happened to me at some point over like the 300 hours I've played this game. But it's incredibly rare. It's like less than 1 in 100. God damn. And if you want me to, I mean, this is an 11 speed wit click is the other funny thing about this, right? Like when you get all these, when you get multiple of these flame trainings to stack up on wit, you can actually end up getting like a good amount of speed from clicking wit. Unity Cup begins end of turn? Alright, well sure. Had some heartbreaking no creeks before, but yeah, it's happened to me twice in my 800 hours of gameplay. Yeah. So King Halo is essentially, I mean, as guaranteed as something gets in this Chungus RNG game, it's essentially guaranteed Uma stand every single run. Are there replacements for it? Absolutely. Does it mean you just have to just get rid of that shit? You know. I'm aware I run Stone of Diamond SSR and pay attention when I get hesitant frontrunners. It's a nightmare if you're actually gunning for it. Yeah, exactly, right? So like, Seeking the Pearl can just be a high roll generator, especially for this CM. Unyielding Spirits and Uma stand? And Unyielding Spirit's not even going to be that uncommon, right? It's just a hint. You can definitely get this off her. But for long term, I still fuck with... He's so much bigger than everyone else, man. That's crazy. For long term, I still fuck with the Halo power, just for the fact that it gives you, again, the guaranteed, basically, Uma stand. You're on long. It's probably fine. We might lose this. I don't care if we do, honestly. Yeah, that's because we drawed the first one, so we have 20 less attributes across the board. Mogged? Nope. Mogged. Mogged in like the positive direction for us. Amazing. A bunch of speeds. Oh my god, everything went up to A. Amazing. Unity Cup victory. Wow. Hey, look at this, right? That's what I'm talking. Like, speed is capped. We're gonna cap speed. This is not a borrow run. This is not a particularly sweaty run. We're just gonna cap speed because it just happened. Like, we have enough stam for a mile. Our power is honestly the lowest thing, but we have 600 wit. We have, like, Ahara just does things, man. Yeah. Ahara just does things to Umas. Okay, what else do I want to grab on you? You got something else that was really good earlier. I mean, updrafters, yes, but there's something else. I forget now. Was it? Oh, Unyielding Spirit. Yes, absolutely. I mean, we definitely got the 12 skills, but I think we're already there. Dude, oh, Sprint? Sprint URA, so true. Should be fine. Bakshin Teki. It is really nice. It just feels like you just almost never get blocked now. It should really only be a problem on longs, probably. 11 speed wit click again, by the way. I wonder, why does this happen? Because, like, I know, like, you know, you have a speed bonus built. Oh, no, you have a power bonus built in. Why are we, like... Because you're not even getting anything extra from the unit. Like, why is this an 11... Like, I know it's rainbow training. So, like, it's... But you're only 16%. I guess it's level 5 wit, right? So that's, like, 5 or 6 speed baseline? That's getting multiplied by 1.6 and maybe... But apparently it's not... Nothing's being added. Nothing's adding to it. I am a little curious as to how you end up with these crazy high speed clicks. Bakshin is 1.2x? Oh, yeah. So, like, okay. Let's say it's like 6 baseline, and then it's times 1.6 times 1.2, or not 1.6, 1.16 times 1.2. I'm still missing something here. Right? Like, we'd need to be getting about, I don't think it's 8 base. The fires do not say they're giving me like +2 to this or something. Because you don't have a speed bonus, so it's not you. You don't have a speed bonus, so it's not you. You don't have a speed bonus, so it's not you. You guys, I think, just give an extra 5% each. It's nice on EC careers when you mega stat div the joppers, your runner swings way out and it's free and clear. Yeah. Like, why is this 11 speed? Because I want to reproduce this. Because this is like the best. This is one of the reasons capping speed is so easy on Alharu. I don't think this happened on URA. Like, unless you got like a triple rainbow wit or something. You never got speed this good. So I have to imagine that it has something to do. Are the higher level facilities in Alharu better than the higher level facilities in URA? Because the lower level ones are worse. Level 1 speed to level 1 speed, URA gives you more stats. I wonder if level 5 Alharu is better than level 5 URA. It might be. Because like if this is just like 8 speed base or something, then it works out. Oh, I guess it's TE, right? It's TE as well. Yeah. That probably is the missing factor. Is you have 10 TE, you have 1, doesn't really matter. You have 5? Yeah. 15%? Like if we also did, like if it was like 6 times that, times 1.15. Oh, we're getting closer anyway. We're getting closer. At this point, if it's just like, if it is like, I mean, 6, is it really 6 speed? If it's like 7 speed, we get there. Does anyone have that? Sweep has another 5 from her unique. Oh, training effectiveness. Right, she is 10. Yeah, you're right. So it's actually, if it was like 6, it will be times like 1.2. Yeah, it could be, man. It could just be even. Wait, is it the reference doc has the information on the URA facilities? Does anyone know off the top of their head where that info is? Is it in Game Torah? It might even be Game Torah might have it actually. For URA, I think Game Torah has it. If I go to like URA finale career, because it talks about like an update where it got buffed. Yeah, okay. Future buffs. These values also currently also apply. Okay. Yeah. And 3 speed baseline. I don't know what it looks like at level 5. What I do know... Oh, sorry, it's 2 speed baseline. I think what I do know is that this went up by 2 every time when you leveled it up. And the alternate stat, the secondary stat, went up by 1. So we did some like basic math one time when we were doing URA. And like level 2 was 13 speed, 7 power. Level 3 was 15 speed, 8 power, etc. Right? So I only did it for speed, but I assume it's a similar thing for wisdom. I guess we can try to reverse engineer this, right? We're getting, oh, but I don't know how okay, the flames are a separate number. That's actually good. We're getting 26 wit here. Yeah. Do you have a wit bonus? I don't think you do. Not until MLB, right? So, some number. I love algebra, right? We have X. X.com, so true. The everything app. We have X. It is being multiplied by... You get more training effectiveness too. Wait, really? What is your T? Okay, hold on. I have to get all these numbers correctly. I just want to, basically, why am I doing all of this, right? Because my understanding is, okay, so is just leveling up the wits facility an even higher priority than I think? Because it's just like getting the wit facility to level 5. Does it turn it into an alternate speed training platform? It might. And I think that is what's happening. But I need to know that for sure to be able to confidently be like, oh, wit clicks are even better in Alharu than I thought, right? Oh yeah, it's 3 LBCs rocking 1.15 TE. Okay. So we have some number that is being multiplied by 15 from her, 10 from you, and 1, so 1.26. It's being multiplied by 1.26. And then it's being multiplied by 1.16 from the friendship bonus. Yeah? Is basically what it is. That's it, I think. Pinged you on Horse Channel for a table from the Uma doc. Oh. Is this for... Is for Alharu? Oh, it is. Perfect. That works too. For sure. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, Unity Cup. Oh, no, it is just worse the whole time, yeah. 10 wit baseline, really? Does that track? So now if I have one, so this times this, 10. 10 wit baseline at level 5? Bakshin has 1.1. Bakshin has 1.1 growth on wit. Both of the Umas, I think, are going to give 5% each for another 1.1. Is this right? Is this right? What am I missing here? Why is this 26? Right, 26% TE. Oh, mood effect. Mood effect, mood effect, mood effect, mood effect. I'm forgetting mood effect. So we're on good moods. So it's times 1.1 times. What are your mood effects, all of you? 30, 37. And Matikane at 1 LB. 42. This is 69. No, 79. Nice. 109. Let me do this on the side here. 1.1 times 2.09. No. One plus that. No, wait. What am I talking? The multiplier is 1.1. Instead of being, it's going to be, okay, no. But yeah, so what it is instead of being 1.1, it's the 0.1. Oh, yeah. 1 plus 0.1 times 2.09, right? Yeah. Is this 20%? Yes. So it's 1.209 is the mood effect on this. 0.2 times 2.09 plus 1 is your factor? No, 1.09 plus 1. Yeah. That's why it's 0.2 times 1.09 plus 1, aka 2.09. So it's also on top of this, there's also the mood effect of 1.209. We still don't quite get there. TE is right. There's only the one friendship bonus. This 1.1 is from her growth. This 1.1 is from the two other... Oh, because this is not... these heads give 5%, but so do all of these. Right? So I think this is actually supposed to be 1.25. That's really getting there now, yeah. Because every single head is just a flat 5%, regardless of what they are. Still a little off. What would this be if this is like 11? 26.7. What else am I missing? So far, we have the base number. We have the training effectiveness. We have the friendship bonus. Oh, is your friendship bonus higher? Do you have friendship bonus from here? Yes, you do. Okay, that's what I'm missing. Yeah, your friendship bonus is not times 0.16. What is it? 20. Okay. So it's times 1.27. There you go. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's still... so yes, the table is correct, but it's still good to be able to back calculate that, yeah? Okay. Yeah. The friendship bonus is too low. So it's good to know this table can be relied upon. The maths. So I mean, okay, but yeah, so this is big, right? Getting from level 3 to level 4 wits is like 50. You're gonna gain 50% more speed off of this, basically. So then if we ignore friendship bonus, no, we still don't actually. So now if I just plug 4 in here, yeah, I guess it rounds up. Yeah. Yeah, so leveling up, because I mean, if this was level 1 or 2 or 3 wits instead, 5. Woo. And if the, wow. Yeah. Leveling up the wit facility matters a lot, right? Do you guys see what I'm talking about here? Like at level 1, 2, and 3, you're only getting 2 speeds. At level 4, you get 3. Level 5, you get 4. And when you have something like this, again, this is a pretty stacked training turn. We'd only get 5 speed, even if it was level 3 wit. Right? As soon as we jump to 4, level 4 wit gives us 3 speed, gets multiplied by all that, becomes 8. Level 5 is what gives us the 11 right there. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so leveling up the wit facility is really important, because if you don't do that... Yeah, it's the same thing in URA too. If you don't do that, you really start to, like, you don't get the benefit of, like, the sheer amount of speed that wit clicks can give you. It's a little, I mean, it's twice as good. It's twice as good as it would be if it was level 3. We're getting twice as much. I mean, 11 speed, that's like, look at that. With no one else on speed, that's like almost a regular speed click. But it doesn't cost energy. This is one of the most powerful things I think you can take advantage of here. Is I can like get energy back, get wit, get skill points, and still damn near get a speed click off of this. And if you have multiple wit friendships, woo! Right? If there's like another, like our other one is, we have Fujikaseki and we have Tachyon, right? Like let's imagine that we have all three of them on this. This shit is gonna become like a rainbow speed, yeah? Fuji is MLB and Tachyon is also MLB. No, not you, you. Their friendship bonuses are 20 and 20. So this whole thing, right, would get, because friendship bonus stacks multiplicatively, there'd be another 1.2 and another 1.2. We get fucking 15 speed off this click. For no energy. In fact, it would be like plus 15 energy for this. Is that speed pasta that gave everything +1 base? Yes. Yeah. When you see a speed bonus or a power bonus, something like that, it's +1 base. That is really good for this scenario, because I'll make this like 5. Boom. Right? It's like 4 extra speed here. Speed bonuses, power bonuses, whatever, they get factored in right here. Like plus speed bonus or whatever. You know what I mean? So like weirdly, on like a, you'd love for like a speed card with speed bonus to like roam over to wit. Yeah? Wow. 11 speed on a wit click, and it's not even that good of a wit click. That's wild. This is why, right? This is why, because you can get wit so high in Alharu and have it be a good idea. Because now, I'm wrong. This could happen in URA as well. But like, getting wit to level 5 in URA is like inting, right? You can actually get wit to level 5 in Alharu and have it be a good idea, and that's where you can actually start taking advantage of the wit facility. Dude, we're gonna cap speed on that. We're gonna like leak a little bit of speed on this run. Dude, yeah. I could easily leak speed right now. This scenario is insane, man. This isn't even a borrow run. I raced more than I should have. Look at these stats. If you prioritize the flames, you will not be let down. It feels weird in the early game. I'm going to be real with you. It always feels you're doing the wrong thing in the early game. It pays off late. Unless you get horribly unlucky, it pays off late. It always feels like you're like, my speed's a little lower than I'd like it to be. Why do I have so much wit this early? Maybe like you lose like a goal race early, you get like second or third. It pays off. Right? You know how impossible it is to get level 5 speed and level 5 wit and level 5 power in URA? It's never going to happen. And level 4 stamina and level 4 guts, by the way, in case you just wanted those two. This trading facility level up, it pays off, man. It pays off. Focus your fires early in Alharu. You will not regret it. Think of a fire on a support as a rainbow. It's that good. If you have 2 fires that are on real supports to give friendship, that's a double rainbow. You would click that almost anywhere, almost any time, especially in the early game, right? This scenario is so weird, and you have to unlearn so much like URA muscle memory, but like it's worth it, man. This is a fucking weird ass stat line for a run we weren't even trying that hard on. The only difference, if I was really more concerned, is probably we'd have a little bit more power. A little bit more power and a little bit less wit. I think, you know, 700 wit is a little, it's nice, don't get me wrong. 600 wit is 90% chance to activate. 700 is like 92 or something. That matters when you need like 7 skills to activate. You're gonna want that 2% difference because it exponentially makes it more likely. You probably have like closer to like 500 something, 600 something wit, like on the lower end, and closer to like 800-900 power if this was like an ace run. But like, man, this scenario is so fun. It's so weird. It's so strange, but it's just cool to see stats this high, man. And we got 400 guts somehow too. What is happening? This is gonna make longs so much less annoying. Hitting the stam threshold is gonna be like so much easier, man. And like, yes, that means that the skills you're gonna need is gonna go up, right? You're gonna need, or like, you know, everyone is hitting the stamina threshold now. This is also, Alharu existing is kind of a nice nature debuff, no? Just a little bit. I guess you can see 27 stamina at MLB SSR there too. It's crazy, man. This is fucking crazy. Look at this shit. This scenario is wild. This scenario is fucking wild, man. I mean, 9 speed off. We capped speed for all. This is like all this, dude. This is like This is genuinely a fucking ace for Virgo Cup, by the way. It's not that far off. Like, Bakshin just doesn't... I mean, her real problem is she has no good inherited uniques, yeah? Damn, you're right. I've been crutching on nature, too, yeah. Like, she has... the reason this can't be an ace is that she has no, like, her inheritances were complete. But, like, this stat line... Like, I could bring this on the stat line. It has Mile S. It has capped speed. It doesn't have 900 power, which hurts for this course. But, like, more than enough stamina. 700 wit. 400 guts. Uma stand. Unyielding spirit. Blah, blah, blah. Jesus Christ, man. It's crazy. How many skills do we have, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll still grab more. I'll grab more just to be safe, because I don't know, maybe some things, maybe the uniques don't count or something. What do I want? You do have huge parent potential. So ramp up could be good, nimble nav could be good. Let's see. Dodging danger I don't care about. Pace chaser we already have. Okay, I think up here there was corner adept, yeah. I think that's really all I could care about at this point. Could get like gold no stopping me for a higher chance at nimble nav. Though I mean, for the next 4 months where it matters, if we want no stopping me, we have no stopping me, so I don't think I care. I guess prefer position, the race planner hint. I think I'd rather corner adept. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's like 16 skills. Yeah. Yeah. Are you on my Mile Team Trials team? Because honestly, you might be now. I think actually, I think I have you on the sprint team, and I think you're pretty good there, so maybe not. But I mean... Alright, should be good. There you go. Oh, and she's A+ too, nice. Obviously nothing. Okay, cool. Didn't get Uma Stan or anything either, too. Yeah, that's fine. Nice. New scenario record, you don't say. Do-do-do-do-boo-do-do-do-do. Okay, we have our ticket now. I think we're gonna grab Halo with this ticket, and then that'll be it for me today. Yeah. I mean, I have only been more it's funny that we finished part 2 before part 3 before part 2. Oh, come on. We're 900 off, 850 off. Okay, sure, man. I'll get that done on the very next run I do then. I've honestly, I've just only been more convinced of just the sheer strength of Umastan. I don't think I could, in good conscience, build an ace without it. And yes, we can get it without her, but boy, is it nice that it's guaranteed, yeah? Boy, is it just nice for that shit to be guaranteed. Oh, it's actually, no, it's capped. Yeah, it's the first one here. Yeah, this is just, it's just so good. It's so, yes, it's a power card. Yes, power cards are not good, but like, it's like almost worth being down a card in your deck, man. And power cards aren't, like, it's not like they're horrible. They're just, you know, you'd certainly rather have this card do anything else interesting. It's a decent power card, right? There's a reason they gave it Umastan, though, is because the answer is kind of no. Even at 0 LB, I mean, it's a good stat stick, right? Boom. Like, that's nice, right? It has good priority at 0 LB, too. Like, it's a good power card, even at 0 LB. At 1, it gets the power bonus, which is nice, too, but, all right, boom. But like, it's a good power stat stick, even at 0 LB. This could be like the only power card you bring, even if you're doing like a mile or something like that. The hints, I mean, our firm conditions is nice. Gap closer, I think, got buffed. Yeah, got some acceleration. It's only for sprints though. Corner recovery, right. It does have the King Halo tax of like the horrible, yeah. Like, well, this isn't so bad, but like, you may socialize with me, be upon ye. This event kind of sucks, obviously. But like, oh well. Because again, on the very first one, you just get guaranteed Umastan. It's so fucking hard too. So like, it's not an amazing power card, but it's a fine power card. As power cards go, it's actually quite good, right? High priority, some, you know, decent initial friendship gauge, some TE, really high friendship bonus. There are dozens of power cards I would be more upset about using at 0 LB than this one. And then on top of that, it just gives you like the best skill in the game 100% of the time. which is so huge for ace consistency, I think. Like, right now, I'm gonna have to go make aces for Virgo Cup in, like, 3 days. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have my Taiki or my Ogre yet. So, the fact that I just don't have to worry about Umastan RNG, and I can just straight up only focus on, like, medium S and hitting stat thresholds, which, like, in Alharu, that basically just means medium S. So nice. It's so nice. Otherwise, it's just a whole other. It's you guys have certainly seen that meme with the like it's like the selector, and like you toggle on like distance S, you toggle on hit stat thresholds, and it like toggles off getting the right skills, right? And then like if you toggle on getting the right skills, it like toggles off getting distance S. And if you toggle distance S back on, it like toggles off hitting your stat thresholds. That gets exponentially harder to get everything you need the more things get added. And as it turns out, another thing just got added. Umastan is absolutely there now. In fact, it's probably the most important of all of those things besides the stat thresholds to an extent. That shit is arguably more important than distance S. So like, not having to worry about that. Not even be like, oh, well, I got distance S and I got this, but I didn't get Umastan. Or I'll find on the run that I get Umastan, I don't get distance S, and I got unlucky on the fire, so my stats aren't good enough. Completely removing one aspect of the RNG like that is just so huge. It's just so huge. It is fucking... If you told me I was gonna do this a few weeks ago, I would have laughed in your face. But I'm gonna do it. And the good news is, too, I'm never going to use King Halo as a trainee either, right? I'm never going to use King Halo as a trainee for, like, a CM, probably because he's just not my Oshi. So, like, I can always use this card. It has been done. It's been done, man. It still feel like I'm trying to convince you guys, I'm also trying to convince myself, just because, like, so much of my brain was like, oh, I'm going to use this on Super Creek. Obviously, I'm going to use this on Super Creek. But, like, nah. No, I'm not. I'm going to use it on King Halo Power. What a time to be alive. I'm not going to use my uncapped crystal yet, because I want to save it in case I randomly pull Kitasan in the next 2 days. But yeah, man. King Halo gets. What a fucking weird thing, man. What a fucking weird thing. How are you looking for uncaps? We need 5 more of the... Oh, I need way... Oh, I didn't realize I needed 16 of these. Okay, so that's going to be 4 runs at best. Okay, so I got to get to work on that for sure. I got to get to work on that. I know what I mean. I don't have to go to bed early. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Fridays are my full day off. No streams, no videos, no nothing. So I'm just going to probably spend the rest of the night doing runs to get Sprinter Stakes wins, and probably, I guess, blockchain runs over and over. Is really worth it. You can hint it by virtue of playing Taiki. It is because I have the time for it, because I can just play Uma for the next 7 hours today. And the only reason I'm not going to be streaming it for longer is because I'm going to be calling a friend. And while yes, I can just get Mile Maven, if possible, I would like to have this and No Stopping Me. No Stopping Me is not nearly as good on this CM, but if I mean, you get a lot of skill points. You get so many skill points in Alharu. I probably will have some left over. I'll just grab it anyway, right? This adds another gamble factor where, like, it's not going to trigger very often in this CM, but, like, if it does, and Taiki gets that and Shooting for Victory, she's just literally impossible to beat. It's like 2 ults that activated back to back, right? Yeah. So I think I am gonna try and do this. For now, let's level up our new King Halo power card, guys. Aren't you excited? Isn't this awesome? Isn't it so cool that we have King? This is crazy. This shit's gonna be as much of a staple in my decks as like Kitasan, unironically. Because the thing is, it's like, you might think even on like a long, it's like, well, you're gonna bring a fucking power card to a long? Well, yes. Because Umastan only gets better the longer the course gets, because the longer its duration, it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So like, even though I definitely don't want the power card on longs, I am going to do everything in my power to shoehorn her in, even on long CMs. Because Umastan lasts for 9 seconds on like, 10-0 show spring, which means it's like 6 lengths, 7 lengths, 8 lengths. Like, it's really is that good. Curious to see how your runs go with this card. I mean, for this mile, it's going to be totally fine. right? If anything, gonna have a little bit less wit than I would have liked or something, but I'm still gonna hit like 6. Because the alternative to running this power card would be to run a third wit card, right? Like we just did on Bakshin. I'll have like a little bit less wit than I would like and a little bit more power, but that's like not so bad. Really, is it? How far ahead until anything else gives you Umastan? The only other thing that I can see that does it is the Nakayama Festa stamina cards. Nakayama. Her. She gives it also essentially guaranteed. I thought. Does she not? Oh, yeah. Now, it's on her third one, right? Which is worse than King Halo. After that, I don't know, actually. It's a while. Japan side games. Because, I mean, giving a card guaranteed Umastan, like, there's a reason, again, there's a reason they gave it to King Halo. Because she's not good. Giving it to a good card is, very, very tough, man. Big fan. The Digitan card, I have to, like, so, no. Seeking the Pearl SSR is going to also give it through her, is going to give it through her, like, random events, so that doesn't count. I assume this, oh, this is a Digitan power card, yeah. Right, again, I mean, she'll do it too. Big fan. Yeah, right? I mean, she gives it on her third event too, so, like, another power card that does it. But even this one is still worse than Halo, because you might not get this, right? This is still pretty consistent, for sure. But like, you haven't gotten Maestro before on your Creek. It's happened to you. Like, you can count it, right? You can count it, like, but it's happened to you. There have been, you know, over 10 runs probably where Creek has not given you Maestro. Probably more if you've played for long enough. You know, I don't think it really happens. Ancestors and Guides group card? I don't even, this is beyond Grand Live. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know when this card comes out. This isn't even out by Grand Live. It's probably not even out by the scenario after. I don't know what the fuck this is. And there she is, right? Oh, yeah, the Acupuncturist Friend card that came out. You have that one for sure. It doesn't exist. Even on JP right now, it doesn't exist. There is no, I mean, Umastan through hint could be interesting, certainly. There probably is one that gives it through hint. I don't have the time to look through all of these, but there probably is one that gives it through hint, and it probably is somewhat reliable. That, by the way, is still not going to be as reliable as King Halo, though, right? Because, like, there's a lot of RNG to that. I mean, this gold chip's gonna have everything. Gentle Donna, SSR speed? Maybe, right? I mean, a speed card to give it through hints, a wit card to give it through hints, who knows, but... I was gonna MLB, but this rambling man on the internet is putting up a convincing argument. I mean, I am probably also going to MLB Kitasan with my uncapped crystals. I don't have to pick necessarily. If I was picking between MLBing and picking Halo though, me personally, I think I still pick Halo, by the way. Like, if I literally was choosing between MLB and Kitasan and getting a 0 LB King Halo if I didn't have her, I think I still pick King Halo. It's just so good. If you're a front main, ignore everything I just said. Umastan is just not that good for fronts. Because the primary strength, early game velocity, is not that good for fronts. You want early game acceleration for fronts. Because you just pace down isn't a mechanic for you. If you're on a front main, if you like paces, or lates, or ends, they made this one of the best cards in the game in the update. Rambling Go, by the way, thank you. This is just one of the best cards in the game now. You should place what you said with Smart Falcon. Yeah, that's true. Though, that's less true because Valentine Bourbon exists, right? Like, Digitan comes out and she has Uma Mania or whatever. Well, actually, that's not... Well, but I don't know if Digitan is that good of an ace, whereas Valentine Bourbon is, like, the GOAT front ace. But even then, it's like, what about your second? If you're gonna bring... I don't know if people usually bring 2 fronts, right? More groundwork sources get added? Yeah. I mean, as far as I can tell, on Japan, right now, the best source of Umastan right now is still King Halo power. Though I'm sure one of these cards can give it off hint relatively consistent. Like maybe this fucking Gentle Donna speed card or something. But Marzinski SSR gives it? True. So it's even better than the Smart Falcon comparison. You see what I mean? Like it's even better than the comparison for Smart. This is just one of the best cards in the game. I don't know if they nerf Umastan eventually, or if like the evolution update is going to change how things work or something. As long as Umastan works the way it currently does, This is one of the best cards in the game, unironically. I don't... Again, trust me, man, I have no agenda here. I'm not... You know, Halo's cool, but, like, you know... This is not what I would have said. This is... You know, this is like, if Coca-Cola releases a study that tells you that Coke is bad for you, you believe that shit. Because they have every incentive to say otherwise. I have no incentive to gas up the King Halo power card. In fact, quite the opposite. I wanted to use my ticket on anything else. Right? But every single thing I look at tells me this is, like, a must-have card. Damn near. Not must-have, but it's... I mean, technically, fucking Kita-san is not a must-have at MLB either. Probably not a must-have at 3LB, but, like... Shimmer not paid by Big Halo? I really am not. I can't... I've spent the past week and a half since they dropped the patch notes trying to formulate an argument for why this isn't a good idea. And I don't have it. Even with, like, 18-star Uma Stan parents. Valentine Bourbon overrated now, IMO? It's true. It's true. Though I think... It's not just that she comes with groundwork, no? Like, aren't there other good things about her? I could have sworn. But yes, her coming with groundwork is less important now, certainly. But I thought there were other things about her too. Groundwork and all the other stuff you need for it? Yeah, I mean, there are like, you know, Suzuka does that shit. He has early lead in focus. Gotcha. Target speed in the mid-race. I mean, this is nice for fighting for Rod as well, right? And some stamina recovery, sure. And you have to be 4th or better. You have to be on a corner. And, I mean, this is a pretty consistent mid-race velocity skill, too, though, for what it's worth. And on a corner mid-race means this is probably going to happen near the end of the mid-race on a lot of tracks. That's a very good ult, I will say. Yeah? Yeah, escape artists, concentration, groundwork, early lead, everything, yeah? Okay, it's not just the fact that she comes with groundwork. But yeah, certainly the fact that she does come with groundwork is less important. Because Smart Falcon exists the way that she does. But, you know. And, like, Summer Maru will help and things like that. But I think she's also just good without that. She's good without that. Gold chip stocks, by the way. A horse that can, like, works really well as an ace and comes with Uma Stand built in. Holy shit, gold chip is fucking crazy now. I hope you were not tired of gold chip meta in every... Dude, you can run gold chip for this. Gold chip's gonna be good for this CM. And the one after it. And the one after it. And the one after it. You, like, don't even need spurt. Fuck, run late surger gold chip if you can't get spurt on a... like, gold chip is also just good forever, I guess. Why not, man? Why fucking not? The only thing with Uma Stan, right? Keep in mind, it activated every single time for us. And it should mostly still do that. But keep in mind, this having 3 horses that are near count, I think, is a length ahead, a length behind, or, you know, not more than a length ahead, a length behind, and a certain amount out horizontally. Yeah. Right? No further than 3 lanes to either side, and this is more than a length. So, like, this should not be that hard in CM, but it is going to be a lot harder than... Or sorry, it's going to be a lot harder in CM than it is in career. There might be times where Uma Stan actually won't trigger, depending on, like, if you get, like, a really weird lobby or something like that. This is why having backups, like other Gamba early game velocities, like Unyielding Spirit, or, like, I mean, Mount Maven's not Gamba, it's just good, right? Could be good as well. You're a debuff head, are you looking forward to Universal Debuffer Summer Gold Chip? Honestly, bro? I think Leo unmade me a debuff head. I saw how good it was to just, like, just build horses that win. Just build horses that win, instead of horses that make other people lose. Turns out that shit is really good. I was saying that? Yeah. I took that path after we talked about it for Leo. And I was like, it's pretty good. Gold chip debuffer is OP as shit, yeah. The other time, I think 3 aces just feels better, yeah. Plus, I mean, stamina debuffing in particular is gonna get a lot worse, I think, now that we're in Alharu. Just because stamina threshold is so much easier to meet now, man. Right? I feel like it's so hard to not... Like, if you want to get, like, 1200 stamina, you can do that shit. Stamina debuffing is bad now for sure, yeah. Now, debuffing in terms of like Dominator, in terms of Speed Eater, in terms of Watchful Eye, things like that, that could definitely be good. But it's like a different kind of debuff meta. I don't like the next time we have a medium CM, I don't think it's gonna be Nice Nature and S tier. Yeah. I had a 73% win rate last CM. Most monsters were double Dominators destroying me. Murmur never mattered. Yeah. Dominator debuff. Well, no, Murmur definitely mattered. Yes. No. Go back to Gemini Cup and tell me that Murmur didn't matter. God forbid, bro. God forbid my fucking 1100 stamina gold chip missed one of her gold recoveries and then got hit by Mystifying Murmur and I lost by 8 lengths. But now stamina debuffing is totally gone. Yeah, probably. But yeah, Dominator, things like Watchful Eye. Well, I mean, Watchful Eye doesn't do enough by itself, but that gold chip duplicates debuffs, right? So like Watchful Eye plus Summer gold chip or something could be interesting. Gemini was long? Yeah. I mean, I literally won Taurus Cup finals off of my Nice Nature gassing out some other girl, right? Murmur's a medium skill? Oh, it must have been the gazes then. I think it was the gazes. Honestly, even just fucking subdued fronts. You're right. I thought in my head I thought gaze was the, no, you're right. Murmur is medium, gaze is late surger. That's the requirement on it. Yeah. But yeah, like stamina debuffing has mattered. It mattered in Taurus Cup. It mattered in Gemini Cup. But I don't think it does anymore. Though yeah, Dominator, things like this, certainly those are just good all the time, right? Double Dominator, just dick smashing is going to be very good, I think, for a while. Current speed debuff can just not be bad. It can't be bad. Yeah. I actually don't know how you make that. I don't know how you make that not good, in fact. Like, it only works on mediums, right? But, like, I don't know. It's current speed. It's not even target speed. So you just immediately... You just lose... what's it called? You just lose, like, a third of a length. Right? Yeah. Symbol is such a nightmare. In fact, I knew my opponent was good if she was there. Yeah. Is a third of a length for everyone ahead of you? Yeah. I think so, right? It's just 0.75 meters they would lose? Is there any ripple effect of current speed debuffing that might be bigger than this? I don't think so. In the late race? I don't think so. Yeah, I think this would just be a loss of essentially 0.75 meters, but it's for literally everyone ahead of you. This also like pops any overtake reliant stuff. Like if everyone's suddenly going slower than you, you overtake easy. It's more insidious because it can snowball you out of skill procs. That too, yeah. I mean, even just boom, right? Even just double Dominator, right? Double Dominator means you lose damn near like a length, like 1.5 meters. A length is 2.5, right? So like double Dominator is just like for nothing. You can still like it's not like when you have Dominator on, you don't have to like build them like a Nice Nature where they can't win. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's like aces with Dominator, right? So like for very little opportunity cost, it's just boom, 1.5 meters. This is good shit, man. It's like boom, like half of a medium S just taken away from you. That's pretty good. For considering it, like, I mean, you have to pay the skill points for the gold, but that's it. Very, very strong. Anyways, fellas, that is gonna do it for me, I think. I will see you Saturday for probably actually some Grand Blue this time. Last time the patch was dropping, I gotta do this Marzensky Legendaries. I always forget to do these, and then I get very sad later. Yeah, probably some Grand Blue, the live coaching. And then, yeah, Sunday Grand Blue, Monday Grand Blue, Tuesday Grand Blue. Nice, finally my turn for coaching. I'm sorry, Ophidian. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday Grand Blue, and then more haunts on Wednesday, Thursday, which I think is going to be sometime in round 2 or something like that. But for now, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.